Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Win Rate 0%. Hello, it's been a while. We are back to bring you some Digimon content. We, of course, being your eternal hosts. My name is Adam, otherwise known as Red Scar. Today we have joining us. We have Cobb,
Yes, COB back once again to speak
the
about
OG.
digital monsters.
Big C is here,
The OG Big C. That's me.
and then we've got the one, the only. He's back from his vacation, Bryce.
Yeah, it's definitely great to be back. Loving One Piece. I mean Digimon. Woo!
We spit on you.
I spit on you, One Piece enjoyer.
Piece on
You're-
Beefcake Queen.
You're here to provide impartial outside advice now that you've ditched us, you traitor.
To be
Too
fair,
local with this set.
yeah, to be fair, he's played more than he has in like recent memory this set.
Yeah,
think-
and also it's totally not hypocritical of me to say it either.
I
know.
That was half of the reason I think like we stopped doing these because I was the only one going to bloody locals and playing the game.
How many yeah, it's true. How many locals have you been at recently?
A handful. Like maybe
Yeah.
in the last month I've been like 4 or something.
It's good.
That's
The
not
game's
bad.
starting to lull a little bit, I think.
I don't know.
Everything.
I think it's a personal opinion at this point. Like
Yeah,
whether you're, I feel like it does pretty decently. It's stabilised. You know, it's not the heyday where most of the times you'd go to locals and there'd be like 16 people.
25 people. Aye.
Yeah, a lot of people have like literally moved on to like different places in their life in the last like year. A lot of people have just moved away from Glasgow, or they've moved to different card games, or they've stopped showing up or whatever.
Yeah, Causey Lives, the big old Causey Lives has been getting in the way of things.
Cause he lives.
That's the cost of living crisis.
Ah, okay.
Oh, what the? I was like, who the fuck is Causey Lives?
Yeah, it's called the Causey Lives, mate. That's the cost of living crisis.
Is this
Apparently that's what-
related to Platty Jubes by any chance?
It is related to the Platy Jubilee.
Oh fuck! What does that mean?
Well, it was the Platinum Jubilee, wasn't it?
Like the Queen's
Oh,
Platinum
fuck off,
Jubilee, it was getting called Platty Jubes. Yes,
Yeah,
Platty
it's
Jubes,
the-
mate.
That was ages ago. I don't remember that.
The Platy Jubes during the Causey Lives. I love that.
The Cause he lives, that's good, I'll have to remember that.
But yeah, welcome back, everyone. We're here to talk about the Digimon Card Game, as we have been doing for the past 12 episodes. This is episode 13, and in this episode we're going to talk about BT13, as well as, events that have been happening, all that sort of stuff, everything that you're used to. And if you're new, basically we're a bunch of Scottish guys making shit jokes and talking about the game for a while.
Yes.
Hope you enjoy.
And
Yeah.
we make very good decisions because our knowledge of the Digimon card game is literally second to none. Like out of
It is
every
second to
like
Yep.
bit of Digimon content on the internet, I think we'd all agree like between us we're probably the 3 greatest minds the card game has ever produced.
none. Aye.
Yep. I couldn't name a card in this fucking set.
Bryce, you could Shine Greymon, or if you didn't even
Nah,
know
bro.
that, you could be like that Agumon because he's in every set.
He is
Oh,
in every
true.
set.
He wasn't in the Hina's Army set.
I love when
What
people
the
say
fuck's
this
the
though.
Hina's Army set?
I love
don't
how
remember
you're
what
basing
number it is.
EX3 on
EX3.
Hina being in it. Like, oh, that was the
Yeah,
Hina
that's
set.
the best deck. Hina's Army was the best deck in EX3. So
What the fuck's a Hina's Army?
That's what Bryce
Volcanic
calls
talent.
bloody
No, there
Dragons.
was an
dragon lynx.
Agumon.
There
There was an Agumon in
Agumon.
EX3.
Oh,
it was
fuck
for
the
it
snow.
was for the 4 Great Dragons deck.
Yes.
It actually
What?
cracks me up, man, because people
Oh,
say like, oh, like people go, oh, there's an Agumon in every set, and someone will go, no, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. If you go back 6 sets, there wasn't one in that set, or
I
something.
was gonna
like
say,
that.
I'm
What-
looking
what if we
through
try
it just
EX2?
now, and there has genuinely been an Agumon in every set, I think.
EX2. That's my last chance to get this right. If it's
Uh,
there's one
that sounds
EX2,
right,
then-
actually. That sounds right to me.
Let's find out. Was there an Agumon in EX2? I don't even know when EX2 came out.
my infinite
Um,
knowledge of shit sets.
Okay, no red Agumon. It was the Gilmon line. No blue Agumon. Oh, no yellow Agumon. No green Agumon. Oh, was there a black Agumon? No, there wasn't. Was there a purple one? No, there was. There was no Agumon in EX2. There we go. We found it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But he's in
Right,
like almost
anyway.
every set, you know. So they've got a right to complain about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Who could forget EX2? It brought us such good decks as, and also
Why do people say this?
Anyway.
Why are you saying this, Adam? There was Gallantmon was playable, Beelzemon was playable, Mother
Pish.
was playable. What else was
only
playable?
deck that was playable was Reaper. Everything else needed
That's
support
not
from
true.
a future deck.
That is not true. If you look at the
It
meta
absolutely
roundups
is.
at the time, there was multiple decks that were like competitively viable at the time. They might not have been the greatest deck of the set, but there was like maybe what, like 3, 4, 5 playable decks. I mean, Justamon was fucking playable at the time.
No,
Nah,
it
bro.
fucking
Yes, it was.
Dude,
Yes,
It
it
was
was.
not.
Yeah.
Stop
Justamon
kidding
is like
yourself.
bottom of tier 2.
Bottom of the fucking ocean.
All I'm saying, mate,
was
I
not good.
get 5th place at my first competitive Digimon I've had since
Was this
coming
out
back.
of 5 people?
No, it was like 16 or something that I won a box,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But still. It felt good. I was playing it. I was like, this feels like this is decent. This is doing things.
Mm,
But nah, that's people always say that about certain sets. It's like, oh, I didn't do anything. But I mean,
You keep saying about sets EX3 to me. Keep fucking attacking me with this.
well, I mean, one deck in EX3 wasn't playable, Dragon Links, but there's
Why
EX3
no
was a
Dragon
bit
Link?
mid.
I remember
like the
before
sausage.
EX3 came out and I was trying to look up the deck, it kept up coming up under Hina's army. That's why I call it that, because you cannot find the deck under any other name.
I don't even know who Hina is.
It's the tamer
Nobody
for the deck.
does.
No, I
Nobody
know it's
does.
the tamer, but I don't know what game she's
Oh,
from.
right.
She's
No,
from
I
Digimon
think
Links.
I think it's some weird browser game that got shut down ages ago.
It was a
Oh,
it
you
was
love
a
weird
app.
browser games.
It was a mobile app, where you
Was it a
collected
mobile app?
Digimon and fought each other with them, and it was the Digimon app before Realize was a thing. I mean, it wasn't really a thing, but it was out. You could play it.
Is Realize not dead?
Yeah, they killed it like a year or 2 ago.
I played a wee bit of that as well.
Me too. It was okay.
It was alright.
Although I was
I
in the
never knew about
bloody I was in the bloody Falkland Islands at the time, and the internet was really bad, and because the game wasn't like optimized.
Why were you in the
Anytime.
Falkland Islands?
Because I work in the damn military, brother. I was
I
over
know,
there
but-
serving. You got to go over there for 4 months, sitting on your arse doing nothing,
There's
going to work.
7 people that live there.
Right. Well, what about this? Right. So on the Falkland Islands, there's 3,000 citizens, and 2,000 of them are the British military.
That's
Why can the British
amazing.
military not just fucking leave?
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, we can't like weigh in on political topics on this show. We'll get shut
I don't
down.
even know where the Falkland. What you?
It's next to Argentina.
Why is it the very bottom of the world? I had
Right.
genuinely no idea where the Falkland Islands were until this point.
Next to
And
Argentina.
I
mate.
still don't care.
Why is there places like North Arm,
Do you know what deck they play in the Falkland Islands?
Agumon?
Altnermon.
Yeah, probably. I think the correct answer is probably none, because they don't play anything over there. Like they've not got like a good local scene, because there's
Really?
very
Not
little
in those army games.
civilization.
I bet I can pure picture you walking to fucking Walter Creek or Walker Creek looking for our locals.
There is none, man. There's one wee town on the whole island, and it's
Oh, yeah,
just
no, there's
pubs and hotels.
Well,
and
there's a
wee
place
shops.
in Walker Creek called Pizza, and it's got 1 star.
And it sells
The
pizza.
Google image is the photo of the waves. No, it's actually a 3D printing service.
Oh my
Called
goodness!
pizza.
Right. Speaking of 3D, speaking of 3D, there was once a 3D Digimon thing. Back to Digimon.
Yeah, back to Digimon. So,
Yeah.
BT13 has been out for like a month, little over a month. When did BT13 come out? Was it end of June? Maybe like a month and a bit.
I feel like it's been
Sorry.
out less than a month.
I know it was July 20th, so it's just over under a month really. Sorry we didn't do a BT13 set review. We did kind of realise that, you know, me and Cobb done the last EX4 one, and we talked for fucking 3 hours by ourselves, so we realised that maybe the format was a bit funky. We're
Yeah.
re-evaluating it. We'll come back for Blast Ace BT14 with an updated one that doesn't take 17 years to actually record.
Yeah, we need to find a way to just kind of make it more interesting, I think, because if you want to, like, there's so many videos from different people out there of people that just talk about every card in the set, right? But, I mean, I like reviewing cards. I've also thought about, like, I mean, if I could pull the finger out, I would love to, like, talk about cards as they come out, make like little videos, or maybe once a week make a video talking about the new cards that have been revealed or something.
Aye.
But that's effort, that's effort, and I don't know
Oh,
if I've
if
got
I get
that
more
in-
time in the future, that might be something I'd be interested in doing.
Same here, because I always used to watch Trump back in the day review
What?
Hearthstone.
This is
No,
the
Trump
worst
from
time
Hearthstone.
to find that out.
Trump from Hearthstone. He used to review
Oh,
the
fucking
he used to
specify.
It was an epic Hearthstone streamer guy. He was the ultimate Chad. He was named Trump. He was the mayor of Value Town, and he used to review cards as they came out, and he'd give them a star out of 5. And I was like, that's fun.
This
man. I
would
used
be
to
the
look
fucking
forward to
worst time to find out you listen to the Andrew Tate podcast or something, by the way.
I know,
it.
like,
The worst times, you think? Do you not think there'd be
I
a
don't
worst time?
know.
probably worse. There's
Oh,
probably
yeah,
worse
well,
time
yeah.
to find out.
But when I'm dying in hospital, sure, tell me then. But, like, in the general things, that's pretty rough. You gotta specify.
I
Right.
mean, in my mind, right, Trump is above the other Trump. You know what I mean?
Say their full name.
I don't know his first name. I know the Donald. The Donald is below Trump. The Hearthstone player.
Oh. This is not an
Usually the
endorsement
Trump
for
comes
the
from below.
fucking former president of the United States.
Yeah, but there's Digimon cards that are getting played on the scene right now. Because
Yes.
we're in BT 13 and we're playing versus the Royal Knights.
We're in BT 13 meta for quite some time, folks, because Digimon can't do a release schedule to save their life sometimes. We've
I
got
think
4
it's
months
kind
of
of
this.
intended. Like, this feels
I'm
like
fine with it.
I'm fine with it as well, because this is a really diverse set. There's a lot to work with. Partway through, we're going to get the Greymon and the Garurumon starter decks, so that's going to spice things up. It's stupid that they didn't do what they did in Japan, right? Because in Japan, this was a long format as well, the same sort of time frame, like 2-3 months. And
Yeah.
they split it up by releasing the trading cards partway through, because I think they were promos with the starter decks in Japan. And also, I don't think Rise and Wind changed things, because Gamamon's like vaguely playable. You got like the Jellymon and then Goramon are like okay. So there was various checkpoints going through it, but we don't really have as many. We've just got the starter decks.
Well,
and-
we've got RB1, which will have the new Gamamon support and all the Ghost Game stuff.
That's annoying
as
'cause
well.
I don't think any of it's actually that crazy. Like Gamamon wasn't going pog crazy even in Japan, where he's like more loved than here.
And also, it came out
Mm.
before set 13 in Japan.
Oh, did
Like,
it?
RB1 came out just before it, like a month before it in Japan, but RB1 was before set 13.
Well, there you
Because
go.
Gamma topped like 1 or 2 events in Japan. Set 13 came out, disappeared.
Ah. Well,
So-
we've got it for a while anyway.
Yeah, we've got a long ass
Um,
set coming up, so you better get used to it. There's not going to
Well,
be
and
many
we've
meta
got-
shake-ups. It's sad.
Yeah, but we've got quite a few events. You know, we've got a lot of online regionals and alt cups, so that's going to be fun to watch and
Yes,
judge at.
indeed.
We've got our regionals coming up in a couple of weeks on the 27th.
But it seems like a really interesting meta we've got anyway. There's like lots of different playable decks. There's been a good handful of different decks of like won full tournaments as well. So I mean, we've had Shine Grey's had 2 dubs. We all know that's the big boogeyman of the format. And both of my sweaty co-hosts are playing Shine Grey as well.
I am
I think-
indeed.
I'm the last bastion of the free, trying to hold down the line against 5 Marcuses that get played for 0 memory swinging at me.
Mate, I was playing a game the other day against some deck or whatever, and I had 5 Marcuses out turn 2.
Seems
I,
about right.
I was like, what the fuck?
It is
Oh,
a
there
joke,
were-
man. Like, what are you saying, Bryce?
Oh, no, I was going to say there was one against a guy called Brendan from our locals where I had every Marcus on my deck bar 1 on the field. And it was just like, he went, oh, give me a turn. I went, fine. He couldn't do anything because there were so many cards, he just couldn't get around it. There was
Yeah.
no way out of anything.
It is epic.
Brilliant. Loved it.
Like, see,
I
I
actually don't know.
swear to God, like, I mean, I
Excellent.
don't actually think Shine Grey is that, like, ridiculously broken. It does do, if it hits a perfect turn, you're like, what the fuck just happened? That's a joke. But, like, the deck is obviously powerful, but I don't think it's, like, it doesn't make me as mad as, like, Beelzemon pre-hit did, right? Where it's just flying up the line instantly and it's got protection and it's trashing all your security in one turn. because I feel like it kind of just gets a lot of value. It's really fast, makes a guy chips you for like free, and then you have to try and defuse the board from there. It's kind of like Shine Grey's backswing that it struggles with almost, but the it's the rate at which it generates memory that makes me sick. Like, why does Bandai keep making these decks that the whole power just comes from the fact that they make so much free advantage? Like, how can it can play a memory setter for free? Like, if a deck could play a memory setter for free, you'd be like, oh, that's actually quite a powerful advantage. That's going to generate me 1 or 2 memory a turn. It can play a setter for free, and it also gains a memory back, and that setter also pops something.
Yeah.
And it's also
Minus.
got additional value. It's like, come on, man. It's a bit much.
Talking about memory manip, Callum.
Yes.
What deck are you playing right now?
Alpha Male, the Alpha Chad.
Yeah. And complaining about memory manip?
Right, but here's the difference, Bryce. I have to set up, like, for 2 turns, playing Tamers for my hand for a cost, right? And then I can cash in 1 turn. You play Tamers for free that are higher in cost that gain you more memory.
Yep.
Nuts. It's nuts. And I'm not gonna sit and pretend that Alphamon does not have a ridiculous like memory manipulation system of its own. But is it as ridiculous? No. Is there more counterplay to it? Yes. Do the tamers that it plays that also generate your value also threaten you for lethal after you've played them? No, they do not. That's the crazy combo of a Shine Grey. Like, the amount of value they get from it. The tamers get popped, they go back into the stack. When they get suspended, they DP minus your whole ass board. They evolve you for free, they gain you memory. It's nuts.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, and like, full disclaimer, obviously, I'm playing Shine at the moment. I'm loving playing Shine at the moment. It's a really fun deck, and I've been looking forward to playing it for about 5 sets now. However, it is a busted deck, as most top of the fucking meta decks are. But I don't think it's unfair like some of the other busted top tier 0 decks have been. Like, it has a clear counter, which is just evolve in the raising area. Stop playing things out that's going to get deleted and getting mad about it. Just go up in the raising area to your level 6 and then kill the Shine Greymon, because it will take them a turn to reset everything, because they're not really playing other Agumons out. They're trying to focus on getting their tamers out. Just go up in your breeding area and you'll be fine. The amount of people that are like, oh, I see you've got a Rise Greymon and 7 Marcuses on the field. Let me just promote my level 3. And I'm like, right, okay, well, block,
He's dead.
That's now dead.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, this
Like,
is the
just
thing.
go up in your raising area. Let me have a turn of getting down to 1 security, and then just go after me. Whatever.
That's exactly what
doesn't-
I end up doing with Alphamon, man. And it's like, it is good. Alphamon's like the perfect deck to fight it, because it's got like prevention from DP reduction. It can stall them for turns with the Alphamon and with the Congos that are all really powerful. But it's like, it's so hard to stabilize against the deck, because it's constantly threatening lethal after it does its massive checks.
Absolutely.
Thankfully,
also,
it doesn't have protection though. Like, if Shine Grey, like almost every other top deck, had some form of protection in it, it would be utterly ridiculous.
Like, it's got 0 protection, so just bomb it. People are upping a bit of bomb count to, get rid of it, and that's fine. That's how the meta works.
Yeah.
But like, when you compare it to other meta decks of the past formats, at its peak, Black War was insufferably awful because you couldn't do anything. Go up in your breeding area, doesn't fucking matter, because as soon as you bring out, that thing's getting swung over anyway. Like, dead. Blue Flare, also get fucked. Everything's stunned, nothing can attack, you can't do anything. What else? Raid War? Raid War's fine.
That was pre-hit though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Melga was an annoying one as well. It's like just
Melga,
completely shagging your security stack, making a giant blocker and bouncing your entire board while it's doing it.
Yeah, Melga is insufferable, and don't worry, we will cover that when EX5 is coming out, because I am unhappy that it's getting further support.
Do you think it's going to do anything even when the new starter deck hits?
Yeah,
that's enough for it to be competitive?
Definitely, yeah. I think it'll be a tier 1 deck. The fact that you can go into your if you bring out your level 5, if you can blast Digivolve into your purple Metal Guru past the turn, and then go into Metal Guru Ace with an Ice Wall, they can't attack. Like, it's insufferably bad.
Yeah.
I don't know why they gave a Mega Ice Wall effect to a 4-off card, but fuck us, I guess.
It's going to just be very irritating to fight. It'll be interesting to see how they build it though, because there's kind of a mix between the old and the new style in it, but it seems to me like at least they're going to end up going more for the new stuff since they've got so much. That's got like 2 waves of support
like,
now.
The new Metal Guru Ace and shit has just been revealed, and that's crazy. Obviously, we'll talk about them when they actually come out, but it's rough. The only saving factor is that they are ace cards, and people will just start upping the amount of bombs that they run in their deck again to get it off the field for cheap. Because if you've got a if you've got a Were Guru Ace and then a Metal Guru Ace, that's a 1-cost Gaia Force. If we're just talking about basic Caligai Gaia Force, obviously you would use it. And Metal Guru, the new stuff, still doesn't have bomb protection.
Yeah.
So but even then, it's like what the fuck.
So,
but then when you look at other meta decks like Bloomlord and stuff, yeah, that was a rough deck as well. But again, counterable. People just didn't play counters.
yeah, it's hard, man, because most of the meta decks in Digimon aren't really go wide, so you kind of struggle. Like, I mean, there's a lot of insta-win cards you could put in against Bloomlord. You could put in Death X or Crimson Blaze or something like that. But if you put that in, it hurts your win rate against every other deck. We've got no side decks, so it's a bit of a nightmare. The thing I was just going to say... Oh, sorry, you finished your thought?
I was going to say, yeah, but if it's a meta-dominating card, you have to take against it.
Depends if it's like... Basically, in Digimon, it feels like you can take against your worst matchup if there's a lot of it in the meta, or you can take against the Boogeyman deck. It feels like it's running it down to take in for like one specific matchup, because our metas are always so diverse.
Am I hearing side deck?
I would like side decks. I really would.
I would not like side decks.
See, even if it was like 2 cards, 6 cards, not even a lot, I would
There is
like
not
it.
enough.
I don't think side decks would be healthy for the game in the slightest. I can't stand Battle Spirit side decking as it is, because it's literally just I'm going to side deck cards that are counters to your deck and then put them in the deck, which I know is the point, but also at the same time, just play your deck more skillfully and win. It's not that hard.
I think it makes it more skillful in a way though, because you also have to it allows for a lot more back and forth. I don't think there's a lot of cards in the game that are like, yeah, I instantly win, unless you're like saying Crimson Blaze against Bloomlord or something like that. But you could, for a lot of matchups, put an interesting card that would make it much more back and forth, would allow for your like bad matchups that you think you're going to lose instantly. You could actually have a bit more of a chance. Like if I'm playing D Brigade, just pulling this out my ass, I could take in like play reduction, floodgates and stuff like that if I'm fighting Blue Flare, and then maybe that becomes more playable.
Yeah, the obvious side deck cards being the level 3 floodgates.
The floodgates, and option cards and stuff.
I just don't like putting just instant counters into a side deck. I think that's no skill. Like, oh yeah, let me just put some Death X's into my side deck, just because it might be useful. Like, it would be abused by the people who aren't skillful enough to use it skillfully, and just fill it full of fucking counters. Instant counters.
I think that's a form of skill expression, being able to build your deck, knowing you've got these extra options, having your core deck, and then maybe saying, I've got these extra tech options for my worst matchups. It's not even going to come out every game. If it was like I think, what were they testing with, a 6-card side deck or something, a 5-card side deck? Like a year ago, they were testing with that.
I think it was 10.
There was the 10-card one for the first Ultimate Cup run.
Damn.
I think it was way too early for side deck to even be relevant though. Like way back then, it's like the only thing that existed was that you can't gain memory off of non-tamer skills. I think that was like the only side relevant card.
Yeah, people taking in memory blockers and that's it basically. I was going to say as well, by the way, guys, when we're talking about Garurumon, have you guys seen the Gabumon X, the new one?
Nope.
Yep.
top 4.
Oh wait, the one that
for
had 2.
2. Yeah, and you have to trash a card in your hand, but it fuels the new battle prevention, the battle protection effect. So and it doesn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
matter that much. Top 4 for 2. Come on, man. What is the need? And then
I mean, it was originally top 4 for 1 and a tamer, but it's just that tamer became completely useless over time.
Like, you're technically only netting 1 card because you're trashing 1, so it makes sense.
to be
But
fair though, there's like I do get that idea. Oh, you're only going +1, but also like the idea when you're playing a deck like that that's very piece reliant, you're probably just going to ditch something you're not going to use, or ditch a tamer or something like that, or get rid of something you don't need, and it's definitely better than like +1 in that regard.
Don't think it's too bad though by that point in the game. Like by that point, I think the game's just becoming
no.
how consistent can you get.
sorry, I was talking shit a couple of minutes ago. It does have fucking bomb protection. New X antibody.
Yes, I was going to talk about this. That card is absolutely mental. So the actual equip effect is better than the original X antibody to a degree.
Digivolve -1.
Yep.
Instead of just sloop.
I guess that's not always better, right? Because it just digivolves you and reduces the cost by 1. But you don't get like the blitz effect basically of the old X antibody. So I guess that is an argument for that. But this is going to be nuts, man. They gave, so if you don't know, right, the new X antibody protoform card is one of your Digimon. You can equip it to a Digimon that doesn't have X antibody in its Digivolution cards, as in the option card. And then you digivolve into an X antibody Digimon and reduce the cost by 1. Then, if you've done that, you basically equip the X antibody protoform into the sources, and it has the inheritable all turns. When this Digimon would leave the battle area, other than by your own effect, you can just remove this and place it into the top of your security stack.
Wild. Good fun.
Yep.
Love it. Can't wait to leave the game again.
Haha.
I'm not kidding. I will genuinely not play if that deck becomes toxic.
That's far into the future.
It's kind of mad though, because I was thinking about this recently. How much did everyone hate X antibody decks like 2 sets ago?
Quite heavily.
Like and now there's not really, apart from Black War Grey, another deck, and I mean Alphamon as well now, right? But it's a bit of a weird X antibody deck because everything's X antibody in it. There's apart from Alphamon and Black War Grey, there are no really any meta decks that use like Cool Boy, for example.
Yeah, but also new X antibody. You can go into a Metal Greymon for 0
What one?
because of it. If you use the new banned or limited Greymon X with X antibody, it's a free digivolve into your X antibody Metal Grey.
That is true.
It's nuts. They have to ban Cool Boy. They have to ban Cool Boy.
I don't know, like, I feel like so this is a hard argument, right, for me. Cool Boy, like...
Because you rely on it?
For Alphamon, yeah, I mean, Alphamon would be nowhere near as good without Cool Boy. And it is, like, a ridiculously good card. But, in my opinion, if Cool Boy was that broken, then Alphamon would be sweeping tournaments, and there would be way more X-antibody cards or decks that would be in the meta right now. Like, there's not actually that many. So maybe now it's... And I used to be on the limit Cool Boy to 1 train, right? But considering where the meta is now, I don't think they have to ban it. Potentially when EX5 comes out, when Garudamon's going Pog crazy, maybe they need to limit it.
Maybe.
Yeah, they'll limit it then, because like the card's value is based on the value of what it searches, and right now the best thing it searches is Alphamon targets. It doesn't make too big a difference for like current game.
I'm also not certain if Black War Grey still runs it, because they have to run that tie engine.
I can go check.
I am also
Black War's changed into Raid War a bit now. Black War's sort of fell off a wee bit. I don't know why, to be fair, because it's still just as strong.
Black War, well, there's like multiple versions of it. It's also so the Black War Greymon list that came first at Gen Con did not run Cool Boy, because it's running the tie engine, like I said, instead. But the reason why what you're talking about, Adam, why Black War Greymon is running like Raid War and stuff, there is like so many Greymon cards and so many directions you can take that deck that there's just lots of options. Like, there's dedicated Black War Greymon with Black War and Gaiamon and Black War X, and then there's the kind of hodgepodge decks that's called, like, what, Raid War Grey or something like that, that's normally
Aye.
running, like, some Black War Grey top end, some Raid War stuff, sometimes runs the War Grey X. It's got lots of different options now, man. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, so in terms of like big results, what are we looking at for things that are winning then?
Well, so as we said, we've had Shine Grey has had 2 first places. We're only really looking at first places, but we will talk about some other decks that have had like the occasional top 16 here or there. Shine Grey's had 2. Royal Knights just had one last week. And Royal Knights has had a lot of top 16s, but it's not. That's the first event. It's one to my knowledge. Um, Royal Knights is like an interesting deck. I'll be honest, I've not really fought it much because I think people are a bit apprehensive to whip their wallet out when they can play other decks that are just as good for a cheaper price.
Yeah, the deck's like running 3
Mm.
different secret rares. It's insane.
Yeah, like even if you take out the fact that there's lots of like rares and SRs in the deck you need to run, you also have to play like, what do they play? Like at least 2 Omnimon and 2
4 of
Gallant.
Omnimon.
4
Omni's
Omnimon.
apparently a hard 4 of, like in all of the lists I've checked. Gallant's a 3, and Examon's showing up. The old EX3 Examon showing up in some of them.
Yeah,
As spice.
interesting.
Yeah,
you could
like
just throw it
Omnimon
down.
has to be a 4 of. You have to see it. Your game plan is blitz with all of your guys in the one turn, which I've never seen be pulled off correctly.
I feel like that's how it wins the game most of the time, right?
No, that's how it went. That's how it has to win the game because
Yeah.
they'll just keep sucking up big guys. Keep sucking up the Royal Knights or King Drazel. Sorry, not Yggdrasil. I don't know why they localized that so weirdly.
I know they did it originally, and I feel like the card game should kind of come down on one side or the other. They can't decide whether they want to use the dubisms or the subisms for different names.
Yeah, the
Like-
subisms.
He's called. I mean, I think certain cards that are like less iconic over here, like a lot of people apart from the big Digimon heads, probably don't even know who Yggdrasil is. So they just went, well, it's the dub version. People will know the dub guy.
Yeah,
But
loved
then
it.
Immense.
They keep
King
making.
Drazel 7d6 is a fucking mouthful.
It is. We don't even use the name after it. I think it's just to make him sound more like a computer program.
I suppose.
But it is weird
know
that
what?
they made some things like dubs and some subs. Like, I also thought it was strange how they were basically like, right, nobody gives a shit about Cross Wars, so we're going to call them all their Japanese names. And we all collectively went, yeah, fine, no problem, don't care.
Yep, on you go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's popping off in Ultimate Cup? Mirage.
Aye.
Yeah, that's.
Mirage
to be
Galgamon
thought.
is going crazy.
I mean, it's like one of the only good decks that's not being hit at all, right?
Yeah, and it's. I mean, I don't. I don't like blue decks. I think it's very apparent at this point that I just don't like what mechanics blue has. The only time I played against it was in pre-release, but even then, it was fucking looking at my hand, taking shit out of it, discarding it, making me draw and then bin things, unsuspending 60,000 times because I added a card to my hand. Like, it wasn't fun to play against, but I suppose if it's
it isn't
popping off,
fun to
it's
play
popping off.
against, man. It's like unsuspends a lot, bounces your tables, you know. It does feel kind of crazy with it. And I don't know, I
It
don't know the deck well
unsuspends and
enough yet,
then it gains 5,000 memory because you've unsuspended
I know.
or because you've added a card to your hand or whatever. I do like the Galmon line though. They were one of my partners in Digimon MMO for a long time.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
Okay,
surprised
so
we're getting Ultimate Cups already, by the way. Like, the game's, the bloody set's not even been out a month, and we've got like a 3-month long set. They're already moving to Ultimate Cups.
Well, no, they're doing both. To be fair.
Ultimate Cups are fucking weird for me, man, because the Regionals pricing, although it's better than the last set they did, it's still not very good. And the Ultimate Cup pricing, on the other hand, is pretty decent, but it's the side event. Like, it's not the premier way to play the game.
I like Ultimate Cup format. Like, I've had 6 months to ruminate on the single colour thing, even though every deck is multicolour pretty much. But I like it. I think it's a good format.
Yeah, I don't mind the actual format, but do you not think it's strange that the pricing is better than the kind of premier standard format?
It's
by
it's
like a
really
good
weird
chunk.
as well. It's the same with One Piece as well. The regionals have stacked pricing even for participants, and then for treasure cups you get like an event pack, even though they cost the same. It's very very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
See, if there
strange.
aren't, I would say treasure cups are more akin to Ultimate Cup than.
Yeah, they're the exact same thing. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be
But
surprised to see
Digimon's
Bandai
is the
do
other way
a
around, is it not?
That's what I mean,
Ultimate Cup
yeah.
pricing's better.
Ultimate Cup pricing's like pretty damn good, and then regionals
well.
pricing is like pretty ass.
Ultimate Cup pricing is usually all arts of a dedicated Digimon being Agumon or Gallantmon. Um, and
Or
then
Vmon.
regionals is like packs and shit. Or Vmon, yeah.
Have you seen they're running it back on Agumon again? They've went, right, we're going to do Agumon. We're going through all the different adventure series, right? So we're going to do Agumon, we're going to do Vmon, then we're going to do Guilmon. We're on to season 4 now. Okay, it's time to do Agumon again.
Shine Greymon. Oh, I'm going to have to play in some of these events to get those shines, man. If we're
Shine
getting
is
those-
even season 4, is it?
No, he means
Yeah.
he's going off topic. He's
Oh.
talking about how the well, it's not really off topic, but he's going off. He's talking about how the regionals prizings get a shine grey alt in it.
Does it?
Not a shine grey, a rise grey. Was that not what you were talking about?
No, I thought you were going to say that the next Ultimate Cup season's going to have Shine Grey alts in
Oh
it.
no, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying, man. It's went to Black Agumon now.
Even though it should have went to hybrids, I think, right?
Yes.
No, it's still Gallantmon, the September
No,
to
no.
August.
The next set is Agumon and it's focusing on Black War Grey.
How do you know?
It was revealed like months ago.
Oh, okay.
The art for it is sick, to be fair, but it's just an interesting choice considering they were going down a line. And they were like, nah.
Yeah. Would have been nice to get some hybrid alt arts, even if it was for red.
No, it wouldn't have. They suck.
I still
They
want to rebuild
suck.
yellow hybrid. Like, I'm gonna stop playing Shine and build a yellow hybrid.
Yellow,
list
you
and
definitely
stop being
can.
lazy.
Yellow
I'm just
Hybrid
too lazy.
got its alt arts.
It got an alt art.
No, it got all of them bar Zephyrmon.
No, Zephyr was a box topper in a set. What other
Kazimon's
one?
had one. Has Jet Selfie had one?
Jelfie's...
Kazi had like the really
Jelfie.
shit one though.
No, Kazi got a really good one, man. In the So see, in the 1 year anniversary boxes, Kazi got a really good art. And they're cheap as well because you got like 2 of them, and you got like 30 alt arts in that box or something. Look, posting in the
I'm
Discord now, Bryce.
I'm
Ooh, that's
positive
cool.
that... Yeah, and Jet Selfie definitely got one.
Okay, that's not bad.
And
And
Kazimon's
it's
got 2
really
then.
well foiled. Like,
Kazimon's
they're all
got
really
a
nice foiled.
textured alt art as well from the Illustrator packs or something.
I don't know, that's what I was just
Um,
talking about there. That's
no,
in the,
that-
that's
that-
in the
No, it's a
chat,
different
man.
one.
Yeah.
No, it's a different one. It's a different one. I
Oh,
promise
really?
you.
It's not out yet then, because it's not on Killed Market.
What's the one that's in my binder? I have no idea.
That's Zephyrmon, mate. That's Zephyrmon.
Probably is,
Is it?
Zephyr.
Oh,
Yeah.
stinking.
I don't think Jet Selfie's had an actual alt yet. I think she's had like the background alts, but
They'd be like, we're not
Yeah.
giving you one because you're
Spelled separate with an
Nah,
A
'cause it's-
5 times in a row.
you're at 1.
it's
Oh,
a
it
one-off,
was
so they
Zephyrmon.
won't make money on it.
No, exactly.
Stinking.
But
Bring
I
Jet
think you can
Selfie back
do
to
some...
4.
I mean, you could probably get away with it, honestly. Like, it's not that nuts anymore. It kind of needs it to boost Yellow Hybrid. I mean, Yellow Hybrid only had one top blast format. I don't know if there's many people like you, Bryce, on the planet, to be fair, that are like that pogged about
Yeah,
the deck.
most people hate hybrids, and I'm also impressed someone top with it last set. Like, I don't think it was terrible last set, but
No, it's always
wasn't
been kinda
good either.
Always just some powerful stuff. I actually think Yellow's going to get a real boost, Bryce. I was talking to you yesterday about the Kudamon stuff that's coming out. Like, I mean, we all know Venus is disgusting, but there's a lot of other stuff to like aid Venusmon now. I'm still surprised nobody's playing Gokumon, that 5-drop you can play for 3 if they've got Sec Minus on the field.
it's just weird. Like, I think the problem is getting the Sec minus on the field, because when you Venusmon, that's it. That's your turn. You're probably not keeping turn having to pay for Venusmon.
Yeah.
So getting the Sec minus back on the field after that isn't really easy.
So, the way I've been doing it, right, is, and now this is down to people not knowing what the deck does and like misplaying and stuff. So
This Tinker one.
some people when Venus comes out, they go, right, okay, I'm gonna raise my guy, they're not gonna do anything next turn. I'll start building maybe a second stack in the back. So what I've been doing is playing Repamon from the new. I think it's from BT13, and it has a when attacking that you can sec minus something, and it gains jamming obviously because of the Chiaromon egg. So you can give people sec the kind of deck I've been running with Kudamon's been about like dishing out sec minus to things. So you can play your Gokumon out for cheap and keep applying the Venusmon thing out. Like if they ever leave something on the field that's basically like going to end up getting sec minus one way or the other, and then you can just turbo out Gokumon, who also has inheritable give something sec minus when attacking. So it's kind of mad, to be honest, if people don't play around it. But they could just hide in Raisin as well and dodge all that.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a bit dodgy. It's like a game 1 stealer, and then game 2 and 3, you're fucked.
If people know about it, it's true. And then what happens if you've just... I've actually found as well, it's funny how you can just, like, leave a Venusmon out and just go like that, Odin's Breath, and you go back to you, mate, go again. And then they're like, fuck, I don't want to do anything this turn either.
Nobody likes to play under skill drain.
Nah, it's true. It's true. You can definitely do some stuff with it anyway.
One day I'll bother making my new yellow hybrid list. But anyway, back to our other meta-relevant decks. We've talked about Shine, we've talked about Royal Knights.
We've talked about Mirage, who had one Alt Cup W.
Yeah.
Black Lord Grey has had a W as well, and it is not...
Has it?
Yes, it has had one win, wherever the hell it was. He's looking, I found it, and I can't find it again.
We'll believe you, it's fine.
The Eggman said it happened, so it must be gospel. But Black Lord Grey had a top. Hold on, I found it. It was Gen Con Regionals at one. And it was
online regional or
offline?
Because Gen Con had a fuck ton of regionals there.
Yeah, it was the offline regionals for Gen Con on the 6th of this month. But it was running like, it was basically just like a classic Black Lord Greymon list. And I mean, you would think that Black Lord Greymon could do some bits into Shine Grey, because it can't be DP reduced if you go into the classic BT11 Metal Grey X, can't be DP reduced. You can pop Marcus's very easily, you can kill Shine Greys very easily, and you can Hades Force and yeet the whole board.
I think it's just a speed thing. Like, Shine Grey just goes faster than it can.
Yeah.
Also, you can't pop the 5-drop tamer. Not too easily, at least, without Hades Force.
Just Hades Force will do it, yeah.
Yeah. So if they just see the 5-drop, it kind of fucks with it, I guess. What else have we had? We've talked about Alpha, right?
You know what's making a comeback?
Yeah.
Lilith Loop, under the name Millith Loop, is making a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, that won a regionals last set, which was kind of mental, because nobody was talking about that deck. I actually don't know if it was in Japan at all. Could be, but I never heard anyone talk about it.
It uses the entire Gilmon package up until War Growlmon. It doesn't use any Gallants or anything, and it's all purple based. So basically, it just keeps milling you, getting shit back, milling you some more, getting shit back. Eventually, it goes into Lilithmon to gain a bunch of memory, and then it uses that memory to play out the Rush Gilmon, start swinging, mill you some more, and then it either goes into Creepymon to win the game, or it genuinely just recycles and mills you over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's actually... Rush Gilmon?
Yeah, so there's a Gilmon they printed in EX4, which is probably why you've not heard of it. And it's if both trashes have 20 or more cards, it gains Rush for the turn. It was originally intended to be used with the Takato that warps, so that you can go into a Gallant, it's still got Rush and Blitz with it. But it has been used in this Millith Loop deck. And people were saying like, oh, this is a Megidramon, or not Megidramon, like Guilmon, Gallantmon Mill has became meta. And I'm looking at the list that's topped, and I'm like, this is so chud worthy. Like, it's not a Guilmon deck at all. It's like Lilith Loop featuring Guilmon.
Yeah, but like at the same time, it's kind of funny, and also 20 cards in trash is not difficult to achieve. Why have they given a 3-drop Rush?
I don't even think that's
that good.
Well, it's wait, what's
maybe not anymore.
What? I don't think the Guilmon's what's making the deck good, because from what I
No,
can
it's
see in the
not.
list, it looks like you go up to Lilith, then you just go rune mode and rinse and repeat.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
it's
You don't really ruin mode that often.
well, that's like the backup strategy for it, right? Because you can pull the rune mode at any time, because the rune mode's going to be in your trash. But the main thing the deck does that I just think is incredibly gimpy is it literally just sits playing memory boosts for like the first 3 turns of the game, and then the bloody JoJo Bizarre Adventure theme plays, and then it starts just milling the shit out of you and like kills you in a turn or two to mill. It's like
And
it's so fucking passive and chud like that I'm just not a fan.
But it
fuck,
works
what do
though.
you mean?
Now, I think I've complained about Lilith Flip. Fuck the as long as the day is, and you're never gonna catch me playing this. But it's funny. Like we've not actually had a proper mill deck yet. People
No.
have tried, and they've failed horrendously. But now it's kind of working.
It plays 20 Digimon, man. That's one of the things I hate about it. It's it's like it's not playing the game. It's just chilling and then killing you out of nowhere.
It's Bing shilling.
It's been chilling. It's I don't know. I mean, it's not obviously it's not like I like mill decks, right? Don't get me wrong, but
I don't.
I wish there was. I mean, I like playing mill decks. I don't like playing against
I,
them.
I like the idea of self mill, but as long as the goal isn't to make someone's deck hit 0, I'm happy with it. The second you're like, oh, I want to make you actually run out of cards, I'm like, this kind of sucks.
See, I've always said this as well, though. Like in Digimon, the idea of milling seems ridiculously powerful because if you just mill like enough level 5s off of somebody or the level 6s, like the chances of them ever seeing these pieces again can be very small.
You also
Yeah.
draw on every action. Like, most people are just going Digivolve, Digivolve, Digivolve.
Oh yeah,
So you're
like
drawing on that, then you're getting a mem boost and taking a card from that, then you play your tamer and maybe you gain memory that lets you draw or something.
even in
You
like
just keep rolling
Alphamon, man,
through.
in decks like Blackball Grey and Alphamon, as I was saying, like you end up drawing through most of your deck just casually because you've got that many draw cards in Cycle. It's silly.
Yeah,
But
not a
it's,
fan.
it's an
Also
interesting
funny.
deck. It is funny and it is interesting that it's came out of nowhere. Fair play to whoever came up with the idea because I actually saw this pretty much the exact same list on Reddit like a month
I bet
before
it
it
was-
topped.
I'll bet it was Fenton. Big shout out to Fenton 2G down in England. He's a good regionals winner that is a Lilith Flip stan.
Nice.
Damn.
It is cool
Is
that
the
the
term-
Lilith came back.
Is the term stan still a thing?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah,
Still
I don't
like
think it's a
solid.
good thing to call someone, though. What do you call it? The other decks that are still sorry, I'm forgetting how to speak. Other decks still hanging around. Bloomlord seems to have swapped more to Rose now.
More to Rose?
It's
Yeah.
not swapped to Rose. Bloomlord's still the definitive high end, but it uses the Rosemon package, the Yoshinos and the
Aye, so
Lilamons
what
and
Bryce
the
is saying-
Sunflowemons and stuff.
yeah, like so there is like 2 versions of the deck now though. Like the Rose one that Bryce is talking about, they are 2 separate decks. They still do run Bloomlord and there's a lot of crossover. But you basically decide on whether you want to put Rosemon Burst Mode and Yoshino in or not.
Right.
Oh,
'cause the
you,
one
you
from
always put
Oceania-
Yoshino in. Yoshino's in all of them.
Is
It's
he?
the definitive tamer now.
The one
Like,
from
would you-
Oceania doesn't
This is
seem
true.
to be running any Bloom. I'm pretty sure. The one that recently topped. Mind you, the event was less than 100 people, but still.
Well, that's weird, man. Like, even all the Rosemon lists I've saw have ran, even the full Rose ones have ran,
Oh, I suppose so. But
Bloomlord
it's
is a
mostly, it's mostly the Bloomlord. All of them run Yoshino because it's the definitive tamer because it's reducing Digivolution cost. Why wouldn't you want that in a deck centered around that? It's better than Mimi, that's for sure.
yeah.
But I'll see that a lot of it will play it'll still play Rosemon as the high end because it's still it's still a level 7. And it's got a really busted when attacking effect.
It's actually
Um,
cancer. Like the Rosemon stuff is cancer to fight. Like I've been playing against it as Alphamon, and like one of the good players doing the old locals is actually just dicks you down with it because it's so fast because it's Bloomlord obviously, and it gets to its stuff before even probably like Shine Grey does, if it gets the right setup, and then it just locks your whole board down for the rest of the game, and you're sitting there going, right, nice. The worst thing is that it locks your tamers down, so your tamers can't get you additional value unless they're like memory setters.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Shane crying and rested tamer.
I kind of hate
Shine crying and
Bloom Lord
rested
enemy.
tamer, man.
Yeah.
I've been selling all my Bloom Lord stuff.
Oh, where can the people buy it?
Fucking
Put the link
my,
in the
my
description.
box.
Is there any other interesting decks that we have not mentioned? There is one massive one we've forgotten about.
Shine Grey.
Belphamon. I don't think it's won
Yeah,
anything. But it's a big one.
Belphamon-
to forget about.
Belphamon won the first regionals of the set.
Oh, damn.
It did, and then everyone went, I must buy Belphamon! And the cards fucking spiked.
I'm raging because I've bought it and I'm like ready to build it, because it was actually like there was a fair few things I wanted to play in this set. I wanted to play Alphamon again, and I wanted to play Belphamon, but because I'm a special snowflake, there's been a lot of people playing Belphamon, and I'm kind of like that. I don't know if I want to play this now, and a lot of people have been saying like, oh, this is like basically it's thought to be either Belphamon or Shine is the best deck of the set. Like, people don't really know for sure yet.
See, I like the Belphamon deck. I think it's funky, but also at the same time, there's a good chance it's going to do nothing for a good 5 turns, by which time you won.
Incorrect.
Not
Literally,
incorrect. I've
no,
all of played,
mate,
I've
they,
played against
if
it
they get the
constantly.
right setup, they can just play Belphamon turn 2.
I've
Yeah,
seen
but
it
they
done
never do.
consistently.
That is
They
never
never
mate.
fucking
no,
do.
they do, mate. They absolutely do. That is hard cap. Like, I have played against this deck many times, and the one thing that makes me hate the deck is it can just go like that. Okay, play Astamon. Okay, you've got 4 memory, I've got Rage Mode. And you go, right, decent, mate, cheers for that. So what happens now? And they're like, okay, well, I've wiped your whole board, and I'm swinging for 4 checks at 17k. And I got, right, okay, mate, no worries. Now, don't get me wrong, you can't do it every time, but it is, like, not that impossible for them to just turn 2, drop a sleep mode on you, and then turn 3, rage mode you for 4 checks, and go, right, okay, nice, mate.
Yeah, but also, like, I've been playing against it a fair bit, and they do that, and then I still win because they're in sleep mode, and I just swing through their security anyway.
Well,
or
I guess
they
if you're
just...
Shine, to be fair, you can just...
Yeah, I was going to say.
They can't block, they can't end every attack, right?
Yeah, they
No.
only stop 1 a turn. And what is the cost for stopping the attack?
They trash 1
too.
or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
So, like, it's against decks like Shine, and Shine definitely isn't the only one in the meta that can just go, oh, you negated 1 swing, let me keep going.
Yeah.
Like, that's what holds the deck back, I think.
I've not had an issue with it.
It is like...
Deck's still good, though.
I've not... So the
Oh yeah,
funniest
I like
thing that
the deck.
happened
I think
to me...
it's cool.
See at the first handful of locals I was going to this set, I was playing Etamon, and it's not utter garbage now. Like, it can kind of hold its own with the tier 1 decks. And I'm not going to talk about
No
our
one knew
testing,
what they were
Bryce.
doing, yeah.
I'm not
That's
going
what
to
I'm
talk
happy.
about our 1v1, Bryce.
No one believes you here, Cobb.
No, right, it is half decent. I've been going like 2 and 2 at locals and stuff, and don't get me wrong, that's not like, oh, it's fucking cracked. But before I refused to play it because it was that bad, like, it just made me angry. But at least you can do, like, you can loop Tumon and you can evolve for cheap, and the original Etamon's actually good now because he's got like 2 decent targets, and like, honestly, it's kind of mental the amount of times I've had that Etamon die, or like they swing into it and I'm like, okay, I need to hit the nuts here, and Etamon dies. I go, okay, top 5, play Metal Etamon, okay, that plays Etamon, and then I'm like, cool, I'm safe now. I've got a white board, or play King Sukamon or whatever.
Fucking
Like,
pushing
interesting
your
stuff happens.
Etamon agenda as always.
So
So-
quickly, the original thing I was bringing this up for is because it shits, no pun intended, on Belphamon. It shits on it.
Yeah, because it turns
I
them
can
into
guess
a
why.
shite.
No, better. Because you leave Platinum Sukamon on the board, then they're forced to blow it up, and it de-digivolves the Belphamon at the start of their turn.
It is actually, like, hilarious.
It's so funny, and you can recur the fucking Platinum Sukamon repeatedly with the Tumon, and just keep making Platinum Sukamons and de-digivolving the Belphamon.
What's this? Hold on.
So
So,
Platinum Sukamon
Platinum Sukamon.
on deletion de-digivolves one of their Digimon. So it
You
goes
can't
to
de-digivolve sleep mode.
no, it's not. But what happens, Adam, is it evolves to Belphegor on your turn, and then it goes to their
right.
turn, and it wipes the board, and it gets de-digivolved to Astamon. Or if they've
'cause
just
it removes
played,
the sleep mode.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
counter to that is just don't evolve from Astamon.
well, then you have to hard play sleep mode.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you?
It costs 11, brother.
So?
Okay, I'll kill you with poos.
Even
then.
Etamon can capitalise off that, mate.
Nah, it's fine.
They
Like,
could
it's
also
fine.
do shenanigans with Karata or something then, so that they can just hard play the sleep mode. But the the Gizumon to cheat out Belphegor, I've not seen it come up that much.
It's happened to me, and I was like, I can't do anything about this, and then it died to a bomb in security, and I was like, alright, well, my security can defeat it, I suppose.
And you screamed Joel at the top of your lungs.
No, I had a meltdown.
But
Um,
Belphegor is very powerful, man. I mean, like, a lot of people have been saying this could be the best deck of the set.
it's definitely not, and those people are coping, but it's a good deck, it's not the best deck.
I think it's
Yeah.
probably top 3. I think it's like between that and Shine Grey, and then like Royal Knights.
No,
I was gonna say,
Shangri
Royal
is
Knights
obviously
would be
the best
climbing.
deck of the set. It fucking swings for 3,000 checks on turn 2.
Mate, that's every deck in the game now, I'm sorry to tell you. Greymon does that.
Mm,
Etamon does that.
Hunters has fallen off a wee bit.
Hunters has had a decent amount of representation, I think. But it's also
It's still
not been... Yeah, it's still getting some tops in, but it's this always seems to happen, and it makes me laugh. Like, for one set, there's a Boogeyman deck, then the next set comes along and nobody fucking plays the Boogeyman deck anymore. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. If it was the best deck of last set, then it cannot be garbage when the next set comes out, unless there's, like, something I don't know about its Shine Grey matchup or something.
Every single one of these regionals, someone sneaks a fucking Dorbeckmon into top 16.
Let's go. We
The
love
most
to see
slept
him.
on. I tell you, it's the most slept on deck in Digimon history.
Playing Victory Greymon from EX4.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the
Somebody
big
help
grey
me.
one do? What does it do?
Victory Greymon
Pops, guys.
pops a 6k or less, but for every Digimon your opponent's got out, you add 2k to that. And then if you've got when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, if you've got a Tamer in play, you delete another one of their Digimon, but that's an all turns effect.
Yeah, it's basically like a bold wipe.
That
Yeah,
sounds hard to pull off in Dorbeck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe
Pop, 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 pop.
has he got some mad inheritable that I just don't know
No.
about?
No,
or is
it's
it
a
just
level
like
6.
No, it's a level 6.
some level 6s have inherits, but maybe there's like some spicy, oh, this is forced to de-digivolve me down to Victory or some weird shit.
I have no
That'd be
clue.
hilarious.
I think it's meant to go up the stack whilst you're playing out a Dorbeckmon. I
Maybe.
don't know. It's funky.
So Hunters has
but-
won a regional, by the way, as well. I just want to say it
Hunters
has won a
is
regional and it
stinking.
got a 3rd place. So it's still up there, but it's new deck
I
syndrome.
don't like Hunters. I still don't like it's just it's Crossheart but infinitely worse.
It
It's
can't
better.
be. It can't be
The
worse.
The tops say it's better.
The funniest
Well-
thing to me was last set when I was playing Machine Demon and people kept flexing how easy the Hunters matchup would be for Machine Demon, and then I don't think I lost one fucking game to Hunters the
Nice.
whole set because I was running 3 Mega Demon.
Like I just don't. No Digimon in the Hunters lineup is memorable apart from Psychmon or good looking. I'm gonna be the bitch and be like, none of these guys look cool.
I like Gumdramon.
That's what you're
and
meaning,
Arrestor
it's
Dramon.
more Crossheart. Worst of
Darulomon looks cool. Fucking not Ballistamon.
Shoutmon.
Is it Ballistamon? Ballistamon looks cool.
Green guy.
Starmon's is great. I like Shoutmon. Like I love the Crossheart lineup. What have you
Yeah.
got in Hunters? You've got Gumdramon,
He's
which
cool.
is crap.
No, he's
You've
cool.
got a fucking
But
robot
Gumdramon's cool.
shite, which is pish.
I like
don't
Gumdramon a lot.
Hunters.
I like Gumdramon a lot, and I also like Arrestor Dramon a lot. I've never watched
And
their
then-
show, but I like their designs.
And then you've got Captain King of the Hill Quartzmon coming in at the high end. that just
King
says,
of the
"No,
Hill.
That's it.
We do hate to see Quartzmon. Forgot he was even a card. Goddamn.
Well, I was
Um,
speaking to Crazy Dylan today, and he was talking. He was like, "Mate, this Quartzmon though, shine grey, mate." And I was like, "I mean, if it comes out, yes."
Not
There was
really.
no hitting the board.
It definitely does shag it, man. I mean,
No, it definitely doesn't, because as soon as you tap those Marcuses, it's getting deleted.
Oh yeah, true.
Well,
If you've got the 5-drop Marcuses on, no, because you can't activate your other delete effects. So if you tap the Marcuses,
If you've
Get
got New
minus
Shine
3
Grey
stuck.
out, yes, you can. That's an all turns effect. So if you've got 3 Marcuses out, which you probably will
okay,
do, -9, -6.
I don't
Aye,
know
but
what
you're
this
no-
hypothetical is, but
you're
3
not
of that
gonna.
is
It has to do 15k, and let's be honest, most of these Marcuses are going to be tapped from the last turn anyway.
No, they won't be, and I'll tell you why. Because the new Marcus is shit. As soon as it comes out,
What?
as soon as
Mate,
it comes,
mad
it's shit
cat.
for longevity. As soon as it comes out, it sits there and does nothing until it's time to become
He
a rush
sits
guy.
there and gives you three starting memory
Yeah.
every turn. That's
Yeah,
crap.
but that's just a fact. Just a memory setter. They all do that. Like the old Marcus is infinitely better in terms of synergy with the deck. Apart from when the new Marcus comes out of security or something like
What
that
the
for the
hell?
free memory.
The old
But, like,
Marcus, all he does is gives you a memory when you attack with a Greymon. He's not that good.
No. He means BT 12 Marcus. He doesn't mean BT 4 Marcus.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
Digivolve Marcus, because that. But then as soon as you tap with that Marcus, you get to Digivolve. Like Quartzmon helps Shine, because it'll kill you.
Nah, I disagree with that strongly. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to hit 15k on average when...
I've just told you how you can though.
That was cap.
That was cap, bro.
No, it's happened. It's happened. Promise you.
I think it could happen, but I don't think it's going to happen consistently, nor is it, like, enough to think, oh, Quartzmon doesn't significantly hinder the deck. But the one thing I did say about it that means it's not that bad is you can still just burst mode and return a Marcus and play a Marcus and swing for 2 checks or whatever. But so there is things
Also,
you
if
can
you
do
have
through it.
anything in raising, you go, okay, Geogrey, grab one from life, go up to Rise, play us another one. Everything's you've got 2 Tamers restood, you're fine.
Yeah.
See, the thing is though, I think if Shine Gray's still playing the game after turn 3, it loses every time in my experience.
I know that's a lie because I've beaten you after turn 3 before.
But that was
'Cause
with
we've played-
Sukamon when I was getting you the hardest match.
No. I mean an Alphamon because we've played a lot of it, or not a lot, but we've played quite a few games of like Alpha Shine, and all of them come down to like 2-1, but
Where
it's
are you-
usually turn like 3 or I'd say probably turn 4 is usually the kill turn in that because I'm just like,
playing
well, if
these
you
games, I don't get to see yous at all.
Weeks.
that's because you
when
don't fucking show up.
It was
I'm
when
at
it,
locals
when it
every
first
week.
when it first came out, man. Me and Bryce were spamming it, and I was going Pog.
Yeah,
Bryce
that's
is
awesome.
having fun with Digimon again. Pog.
And then I got bored of the deck because it's incredibly linear.
No, you
So
need
is
to think,
hybrid.
mate.
So is Yellow
No,
Hybrid.
Yellow Hybrid's
play,
weird, like,
play Tamer,
theory, it's
evolve to
linear.
Hybrid, it dies. Play Tamer,
I don't know, bro. I
evolve
like
to
having-
Hybrid.
That's not how you play Yellow Hybrid, though. You go play Tamer, evolve to Hybrid, figure out some fucking way to get to a Mega because you have one level 5. So I like to struggle. I don't know. But no, the deck is like really strong, but it just depends on how you play it because you can just drag it out. If you think your opponent's trying to like, oh well, I'll kill him the second he shines. You go, okay, well I'll OTK you. I'll wait one
Yeah.
extra turn.
That was bait, by the way. I didn't actually mean what I said there. I was just trying to bait people, but I do it to a
good
degree.
easy.
I do think basically Shine just like goes like fucking.
It does
nuts.
plateau after a while.
Yeah, it literally like nuts out like stupid amount of tamers and swings for like 3 or 4 checks, and then it's kind of sitting there like that. Marcus swing, a block. Okay. Marcus swing. Right. Okay. I'll try and build another shine stack. Hold on. Give me 2 turns, or something like that. You know, it's a bit awkward after the first setup most of the time.
Right. Is that all of the meta decks we can think of? I know Mastimon topped an event, but I don't feel like we need to talk.
Yeah, I mean there is some stragglers kicking about. I would like to mention that Gallantmon actually did top an event and got top 16. I think it got 8th place at
I will check right now.
Yeah, it's a
Gallant-
regionals. It got the second most recent regionals. It got
It got 11.
11th.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Oh, very good.
Good going.
Congratulations to Mr. Sean Gooden.
So, you know, that's fair play to Big Sean there, because Gallant is very slept on. The new Gallant secret is pretty fucking nuts, though.
I lost a fucking store championship because of the new Gallant coming out of absolutely nowhere. Did not expect it.
That's what he does. Because Gallant was really struggling for a bloody comeback mechanism before, and he tried to give it one with the memory setter Takato, but it's a bit much, I think, of an ask most of the time. But that Guilmon does help it with that, and the new Gallant helps it with that as well. One thing I would also like to mention though, I said this to my friend John Stone, Lewis John Gray, the other day. People keep talking about Gallantmon, right? And they keep saying the biggest weakness of Gallantmon is it has no protection. As if every single deck in the game needs protection to be viable. But that X antibody protoform actually gives protection to every single deck that can run any X antibody cards now.
Oh, sadness incarnate. You want to know the best bit? I still think Gallant will probably be mid then because it's just like the eternal tier 2 deck.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's not even really tier 2 right now. I mean, is any deck that gets a top 16 a tier 2?
Yes.
Yeah, well, then I guess you could say it's low tier 2.
It got a
because
top
as soon as
16
it
and a
gets a win,
50-person event.
as soon as it gets a win, people rush to buy shit.
I know, maybe it's time to sell my Crimson Model now that I can finally agree that 3 is not the play.
3 for
No,
what?
definitely
3
not.
Crimson modes. But you kind of...
No,
it always felt like
what
if
deck?
you've... Oh, for Gallantmon.
What? You don't play Gallantmon, do you?
I've got a Gallantmon deck.
Oh, alright.
I was going to
So
try it
I'm
in
surprised if I've
BT12.
been playing the game.
It was I was gonna play that Beelzemon, and I wasn't really planning on playing Machine in BT12, but then I found out it was still good, and I was like, Pog, we'll run it. I actually think Machine's actually still okay right now. It's had a handful of tops, but I'm kind of just bored with it. I want to try something else. And I'll probably go back to Machine Demon when the Greymon's deck comes out, because it gets a lot of ridiculous stuff that will help it then.
Fair.
Like, hello, that we've got another really good rookie now. Like, we've got the Agumon that can gain a memory when an attack target is switched. And there's a Greymon that does that as well, so you can tax people 2 memory when they swing every time a turn.
That sounds awful. To like play against, I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, you have to get both of them in the stack. It's not guaranteed, but there is potential for it to be good again, or really good again. The new tie is also good. Like, when you switch an attack target, you can give something 2k and draw a card. So you can just like make your Machine Demon fucking huge.
Yeah, it's very weird that that deck is focused around the ace and kind of blocking a lot of things, but it's going to really impact the raid ability and that sort of stuff as well, or just attack unsus with Metal Grey, etc.
Yeah, you just Anal Man and direct it into Machine, and they go, fuck, it's been switched. Or block,
Yeah.
fuck, it's been switched.
Anal Man.
Anal Man, baby.
No, Cobb loves Anal Man.
I do, he's
Yeah, we know he
broken.
does.
They should not have limited him to 1. It was a grievous error.
Oh, in
is
Alt
it
Cup
Anal Man?
format, if Matt Marcus has to get limited, your Anal Man has to get limited.
I
Which
think
Marcus do we think is limited? Like,
they've
this is-
already limited one
They've
in
already
Alt Cup.
limited it.
It's the
No, but I mean, like-
BT12 one, right?
We should
I
speak.
mean-
That's actually a good point. Let's talk about that. Let's go to the Alt Cup format, the new rules. So they have updated the ban list for the Ultimate Cup, or rather the suspension list, because God forbid they ban a card that isn't Mega Digimon Fusion. August 2023 modified rules. So the single color deck format is still in place, which means it'll be a multicolor deck format. So they have unlimited or unrestricted Were Garurumon X Antibody.
Yeah.
But in its place, they have not banned. Oh no, they have limited Were Garurumon, the security attacking unsuspend one, to 1 across the entire game.
Yeah. Which is funny that they went, nah, we should have done this one. We'll do this one instead.
Yeah, but they love to do it after it's had its fucking heyday, but going crazy, don't they?
Well, that's what I was thinking about
That's
with
how they
Machine
make
Demon.
money.
Machine Demon was the boogeyman of the last Alt Cup format in BT12, and then BT12 finishes and they go, right, we're fucking hitting this shit, it was too much.
Yeah, so that's gone, but like they're not going to play Melga in Alt Cup format when Mirage is better, to be fair.
They also finally fully banned Hidden Potential.
They did.
Let's go!
which
but
is
only
fucking
for Ultimate
thank
Cup
God.
format.
Just get that thing to hell anyway.
Yeah, so they limited Analog Man to 1. They limited Digivolving Marcus Damon to 1.
Marcus
They
Davis.
limited Marcus Damus, and they limited Deathslinger remaining in the
Wait,
limitation.
they limited Deathslinger?
They did limit Deathslinger,
Fuck
yes.
off, man. I didn't know that.
They have not limited, well, no, because the Impmon has been limited to 1 anyway from EX2,
Yes.
which is fair enough. Hydramon and Chaos Deg remain as a one-off, and then they have banned Hidden Potential alongside Cerberusmon Werewolf Mode and Death Xmon being a banned, which is kind of good. I don't mind the bans or the limitations. I do agree that limiting the Analog Man does, not Analog Man, sorry, Marcus Damus, limiting him does slow down Shine a little bit. It doesn't slow it down majorly. All it means is that it has to go up the stack. But what these decks have been doing in place of the Marcus Damon, if we look on the Eggman
Did they just run the old one?
I believe they do. There is an Ultimate Cup
What the fuck?
on here somewhere.
The guy who
Shine
topped, right,
Greymon.
he didn't put another Marcus in. He ran 3 tie from Bond of Courage.
The Gain a Memory tie.
But he didn't
draw
run Bond of Bravery. He just ran Bond
No,
of
Bob.
Because you just want to gain a bit more memory anyway. Oh no, so it's the Digivolving one that they banned. I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
The artwork's so similar. But yeah, Sunrise Buster's in there. The deck's actually quite similar. Oh, and some of them are running the Geo Greymon as well.
Stack one?
So it's a red
Yeah, the
base.
stack one. It was running one of the stack one. Did you guys see that there was a regionals topping Shine Grey that was running the very original Shine Grey?
Yeah.
What, the rest everything -4 for each tamer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was basically calling it Shine Control. And he
Well,
was
that's
running
'cause-
one of them, and he was focusing more on Rune mode.
Yeah, because you go
We'll have
into
to
it,
beat it.
you tap all your your EX4 Marcuses, you gain all your memory back and nuke the board so that if you've got 2 out, you're nuking the board for 8k and then a further 6 with the 2 Marcus effects. Then you go into Ruin mode and game it. But if you... But the thing that people don't understand is that with the BT12 Marcus that lets you Digivolve on swing, it lets you Digivolve whenever the tamer becomes suspended. So you go into it with the old Shine, suspend it, and then you get to Digivolve for free straight into Ruin mode.
That's kind of fucky.
It's kind of cool. I could definitely see building a more thematic Shine around board control, because the list that I'm running just now is aggro control, which really suits my sort of playstyle, I think.
Bryce is rubbing his hands together hearing this. Oh, Shine Grey that is not Unga Bunga to me.
What did I tell you, bro? Rune mode is still crack.
Rune mode
Yeah,
is
but
crap.
also it costs you 150 quid for the 3 Ruin modes
Which
you
is
need.
why I can't fucking play it.
Is it actually 50 quid?
Yeah, Ruin mode's insanely expensive, and I don't know why.
Shine Grey.
Because no one bought that fucking set.
Yeah, that too. It is
No,
literally
no
like
one bought
50
it, but
quid,
they
man.
keep
It's went up.
they keep giving me it in fucking price support.
Just pull Rune mode long.
No,
Yeah.
and then they give me booster packs of BT13, and I keep pulling that stupid secret rare Omnimon. I've pulled it 4 times from prize
Hey,
packs.
that secret Omnimon's pretty dollar, bro.
It is, so I just keep selling them. I
The
don't
EX4
want the deck.
one or the BT13 one?
No, the BT13
13.
one.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's what you want, man.
I just want alt arts of the Royal Knights. I'm trying to get one of each so I can put them into a frame.
They
I
are
don't
Here's
actually
the Royal Knight.
dummy expensive, by the way. Like I looked them up, and all
I
the
know.
Royal Knight alts are like fucking
I've got
stupidly
4,
expensive.
and I've got 10 left to get.
Alphamon alt is like 30 quid or something.
Yeah,
Are you
Alphamon
missing
and
Alpha?
Magnamon are the ones that are gonna kill me.
I don't know why Magnamon's that dear. Like, is it just because people like Magnamon that much?
It's because it's played in Armor Rush as well. It's a multiple deck
Armor
card.
Rush isn't really a deck though.
Oh no, it is. People are still
It's still played.
pushing for it. It's still
Aye,
played
but-
here and there.
You know what I mean? It's not like a big meta threat deck that's going
Nah.
to drive the price of a card up.
Yeah.
I guess
Are you
Venom
missing
on
the
Army's
All-Force
going
one?
crazy.
Am I what?
Missing the All-Force all?
No, I've got All Force.
No.
I've got, what have I got so far? I've got Omni, All Force, Examon, and what was the other one that I got? Leopardmon.
Okay.
So I need the other ones. And then I need a King Drazel as well, because the frame that I'm buying won't support 13 cards, so I might as well put King Drazel in it.
Get him
I
right
feel
in the
like-
middle, next to Mark Ass.
No, Mark Ass is not going in there. Oh, I
You're
could
gonna
maybe
wait?
put Marcus instead.
You could.
You're gonna wipe your Marcus with him?
See, the thing is, it's weird, right? Because in the anime, not every Royal Knight was actually in that season. But they went, fuck
Yeah.
it, every Royal Knight is going to be in this set.
Yeah, well,
Omnimon's
it's
a
ni-
secret
it's
when he
nice.
wasn't there.
Yeah, Omnimon wasn't there. I don't think, was All Fours there?
I think All-Force was like far off in the background.
Yeah,
But
I can't
it's nice
remember
to have
having
them
a
all
scene.
together. I like the Royal Knights, they are cool.
Yeah, they are.
When are we getting the Dark Masters?
BT 15. Oh,
Yes,
did
we
you
are.
guys see the fucking revealed cards today?
No?
Which ones?
The leaked cards for BT 15. They've leaked some already.
Oh, hit us with it, brother. What are
Was
they?
it the... I saw
Right.
Metal Garurumon.
They are pogged. There is they've released Myotismon Ace, which I'm going crazy over.
Oh, yeah, I saw those.
Garudamon
massive.
Ace is looking kind of nice. Garudamon option card, Myotismon option card. Weird Garudamon Ace. Weird Garudamon option card that mirrors the Thai one that lets you warp. So it's kind of mid. But they look really cool, man. The Myotismon option card is Fog Barrier. Hold on, I've just lost it, man. Fog Barrier. It's a 4 cost, and it's delete one of your Digimon. You may play one Myotismon from your trash for free. Then place this card into your battle area, and it's got delay effect. When your Myotismon is deleted, play Venom Myotismon from trash.
Doesn't sound terrible at all.
But there's something about this that's pissed me off. That means they're not going to use Malo Myotismon as the level 6. Which means
No, it'll be Venom because it's adventure.
But that pisses me off, man, because there's already an archetype around Myotismon kicking around. And let's be honest, there's not really any other good level 6 Venoms out there. They could have used Malo and like made what more likely made a functioning deck. So that makes me sad.
I want a good fucking Myotismon deck, man. I tried to make Venom work. It didn't work.
Bloody Yukio Oikawa deck is my favourite, or not my favourite, but one of my favourite Digimon decks.
I didn't like Malo Myotismon. I'm a Venom guy. I like Venom better. I'm the OG. I don't
I
care about
love-
Malo.
I love Crotchmouth fucking Demi-Metamon. Not Demi-Devimon.
Keep your
Demi-Devimon.
hobbies to yourself, Bryce. What's
No,
wrong
bro,
about
you don't
Digimon?
remember Season 1?
Of
like,
course
my
I
whole
remember the
small-
season 1, but it's funnier to make the joke.
Yeah, but it's hilarious, bro. Like, he fucking swallows them and then he just becomes his Crotchmouth. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but when you were innocent, you thought your Willy could speak, so let's not pretend.
What?
Well,
Sorry, what happened in your
What?
fucking childhood, Adam? Do we need to go through some therapy right now?
No, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Copium. But
Right,
I'm a bit sad about that. There was other cards that got revealed that look fucked. See so the Garudamon Ace is just 3 to go into, Blast Evolve, Patter, on play, when Digivolving, play a red Tamer with a cost of 4 or less for free. And when you play a Tamer, you can pop a blocker.
I feel like we are like maybe 1 or 2 sets away from them just going batshit crazy and making every card overpowered.
I know. At least you can argue this is an ace card, right? Like, let's be honest, there are already cards out there that can play a 4-cost Tamer for free. Like, Cough Shingry.
I knew that was coming.
So
5 cost Tamer, actually.
I know, but they're like, it's just weird they made him a 5-cost and gave him
I
that
think
suspend gain one. I
He
think.
should have been an SR, I think.
I thought
Like
he was an
Miri.
SR originally when they revealed him, but
No, just a little rare boy.
It's cool that they're
And then he
making
got a
SR
shit box
rookies
stopper.
in the new sets. Like,
Are they?
In 14, all the main line rookies are the SRs.
Oh yeah, and Angemon's the secret of BT, whatever.
Yeah, and all the level 6s are all
I'm gonna
Because
start just saying that, man. BT whatever, because we're getting too many sets.
I know we should really call them by the names, but I can't be asked. I can't remember them as well.
Thank God I started playing this game in BT1, because see if I was trying to join it now, fuck trying to remember everything.
I know.
Nah,
It's not
bro,
like
it's easy.
Pokemon where the sets rotate
Oh.
after a year.
What do you call it? I need to scroll back a wee bit. Someone said something about Dark Master set.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
Dark
next
Masters
set.
is coming out.
BT15 is going to have the Dark Masters in it.
Is it an actual Dark?
We're
Do we know if
finally
it's a
getting a
Dark Master
Pokemon.
deck?
Yeah,
Or
we
do we
don't
know?
know. We don't know yet. I'm guessing it's going to be an Pokemon deck that encourages you to use all the Dark Masters in one deck. Some people think it's going to be the Dark Masters are going to be aces. You can use them in different decks. Ideally, it's both. Like there's an Pokemon deck where you can use the Dark Masters, but the Dark Masters are actually like playable in their own color.
Oh, I'd love it. Like I fucking loved Piedmon growing up. Man is an evil bastard, and I
Did
love
you use,
taking Metal Seedramon when he killed fucking Whammon. Man,
Metal
Ruined me as a
Seedramon's
kid.
so cool,
Did
man.
you remember? Do you remember set 3? Was it set 3 format? When did Piedmon come out?
Piedmon was
he
in
was
the
in
first
BC 1.0.
game, and he was
Yeah.
one of my most hated. In fact, he was my most hated card in that format.
It was Piedmon was one of the first £40 cards for Digimon.
Was it that
Um,
one?
The alt art, I'm guessing, because it was a rare.
No, the regular art was 40 quid at one point.
Was that when was
because
that? Surely no.
because it had an on play of play 2 level 4s from your trash.
Piedmon.
And yeah, the old
Oh!
set one Piedmon.
Why am I
um,
thinking Piedmon is Puppetmon in my head? By the
I was
way,
gonna say,
Uh,
like
no,
Puppetmon was
Puppet-
far stronger.
Puppetmon, well, yeah, but Puppetmon, you got the cool alt art, like the little memory board alt art in the booster pack thing, the dash
yeah,
pack
that was
that they
dear.
had.
That was like £20.
The Piedmon, which was an SR of the set, the set that nobody could get because it sold out during COVID, was a good 30, 40, maybe it wasn't £40, maybe I'm exaggerating a wee bit, but it was a good 30 quid for one card, because what was I playing? I had Shine Greymon built, but I was trying to build a purple deck as well. Let's see if I scroll back to
Purple.
set
It was
one.
basically just purple good stuff back in the day with Piedmon. Purple Pile. And the Metal Garurumon.
What was it?
I can't remember. I don't think purple was all that good at the start, but it was like alright, it was a deck.
You're
No,
going further
set.
back.
It was 1.5 that. No, maybe. Oh no, it was set 1.5 that Piedmon came out in. What was it played in? I don't know, but people used to just hard slam it on the board, bring out two two fucking Viomon blockers, end turn, swing for game next turn.
Yeah. And you'd go, what the fuck, bro? That's like 3 swings.
Yeah. Oh, I really want to make like a retro video of like go back and play some set 3 format. That was fun. No, it was set
fun.
1. Oh yeah, because set 1 was a mix of set 1.5 and set 2 and 1, and then 2 and 3. Yeah. Good fun.
Yeah.
Look, man, looking back, half of almost all of these cards are vanillas with still great artwork, to be fair.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Aye. I feel like that's
Speaking
the
of
end
art-
them. Oh well, did we Blue Flare? Is there anybody talked about
No,
Blue
no one
Flare?
cares about Blue Flare.
No,
No
I
one
hate
cares
Blue
about Blue
Flare,
Flare.
man. It's my most hated deck in the game,
Yep.
and I hate that they made it
Everything.
good. I hate that they made it good
You
because it was
mean-
already
Don't
kind
you
of
mean
good.
Poo Flare?
Yes, Poo Flare.
Poo
Get it
Flare.
hashtag trending on Twitter.
Get it. Don't you mean X?
No, I do not mean
Okay.
X.
He means
Get it
X.
trending on X.
You need to X that out, bro.
Yeah, you need to make a video and then put it onto X videos.
Yeah.
X videos, guys. If you want to look at funny videos from Twitter, search X videos on
Do not. I am not leading our audience astray. For the one potential innocent person listening to this, do not go onto X videos.
Or do. Up to you.
Yeah, we don't control you.
What do you
You're
call
probably already on it just now.
it? I'd be worried if they were doing that while listening to us.
What, you've never listened to a podcast, Rock Kraken? What?
No.
Right, Adam, we really don't need to know what the fuck you get up to in your spare time.
Podcast.
Adam's fried,
about-
folks. But Adam, you wanted to talk about your bloody store championship runs to flex, right?
I wanted a little bit of flexing, not in an ego way, but because I've come back to the game, found out that I'm actually really enjoying it, and then I've just started winning all the store championships in the area.
I'm ready to rip you down when you start, bro.
Not all of them. You did
Yeah.
lose one of them, Adam.
I
Remember?
did lose one. Fucking my
Flubbed
only
it in the
loss was to
semis.
Gallantmon. But I was playing against Darren. Shout out to Big Darren. He is a good big friend
Yes.
of Big Me.
He is epic. Superior Darren.
Yeah, basically we're the first store championships was me and him in the final. I'm not gonna say his surname because he might not want to get DDoSed by a random Digimon podcast.
I'll hunt him down.
But yeah, so it was me and him in the finals, and I was playing Shine, he was playing Blue Flare, and I swept him badly, and he was like, "Cool, I'll get you back." So next store championship that we were at, he's playing Gallantmon, and he ruined my life, because I had him. Game 2 I swept him, no problem. Game 1 I swept him, no problem. Game 2 he hard plays the secret rare Gallant from the next set. I don't have an answer to it because he's just killed all my board, and then he goes into Crimson mode and swings for game, and I was like, what the fuck? Completely forgot Crimson mode was a thing, and then I bricked game 3 and he won. I was fuming, but it was a good match. But
Yes.
yeah, Shine's carrying me to victory. I've won 2 store championships and came third at another, and there's more coming up that I'm going to hopefully.
You've been doing quite good, Adam, even at locals and stuff like that. I had a couple of dubs with the old Ravemon as well, right?
I did. I've been. Bravemon was my I can't afford to build Shine Grey yet deck. It's good fun. I actually quite like it. One of the funniest things was I was playing against Belphamon, and I got Ravemon out, set up some tamers, just the usual standard sort of Ravemon stuff, and I swung with Ravemon, and he was like, "I'll cancel the attack," and he ditched 2 cards in his hand. And I was like, cool, end of attack, I'll delete my Ravemon. Can you ditch the other 3 cards in your hand, please? And he went down to his hero card hand, and he was like, I didn't know it did that. And I was like, I literally told you it did that before I swung.
I've had moments like that in this set as well. Like, see the Galgamon stuff? I've had somebody go like that. The Galgamon's like, oh, when you add a card to hand, gain, like, fucking 2 memory. And I've been like, right, search, get a card, and then I go, right, I gained 2 memory, it's my turn. And I'm like, bro, I didn't know it did that. And then I'm like, please tell me this shit. Like, I don't fucking read every single card of every single deck, man, come on.
Damn, you don't do that?
It's your responsibility to know as well, though. I would tell you, to be fair.
What am I supposed to do anytime a card comes on the field? Go, can I read that, mate? 2 seconds, can I read that?
Do that.
Yes.
Every time?
Yes.
They'll start
Nah,
telling
come
you
on.
what it does if you start doing that.
If you don't know the card, ask, or don't just assume.
Do not be a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Cobb sees a guy digivolve into a card with a lot of text and goes, "That's a vanilla. I'm not reading that shit."
To be fair, I've just found out it's the BT11 one, so I should really know. It's been around for a while, right? But it's not been played all that much.
Big, I was elected to lead, not to read energy
I was
from
elected to
the Cobb there.
lead, not to read.
Adam, can you tell us how many participants were in these 2 store championship ones?
Listen, no, fuck you. I have won these 2 fair and
Every people.
Bro,
I should have won. I
You
should have
didn't
won
even
against
get to the
Callum
finals in the one you lost.
I know.
Nah, it's still a good showing, but it's funny.
No,
Mate,
actually, the Comic Crazy one was actually a decent showing. To be fair, I think it had like 16 players, which was a surprise.
I'm actually raging I couldn't attend any because the pricing is really good as well. Even if you get like top 6, the alt arts from it have been pretty lucrative.
Although it's a bit weird. We'll get onto the Tokyo Toys one in a second.
Yes,
It's a bit weird though because the top 4 gets the top 4 pack and then the winner gets a champion card. But it used to be the other way around. The top 4 used to get like 1 top 4 gold card and then the champion got a pack.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of like the way that they've changed it because the top 4 packs are kind of cool.
So you get a top 4 pack that's
Sounds
got
nice, honestly.
one of each of the cards, or is it? Oh, no, it's a random one, right?
No, the top 4 pack has one of each.
And then the champion gets what?
Or
no, you just
Demon.
gets a what one?
The Golden or Dynamon or Demon, the
Just or
Mastermon
Dynamon.
level 7. Yeah,
It's
just
our
or Dynamon.
That's fucking weird, man.
It's alright. And then, yeah, the Tokyo Toys Door Champ had like 3 or 4 people. It's
It
fine.
had 3. It was good fun. I enjoyed watching you play. At least I was in the shop.
But
I
it's
wasn't
just
playing. and I
shite, mate.
came around.
Imagine sitting watching a bloody
Yeah.
Digimon store
I
champs
was-
and no playing.
Well, I was actually through the side playing One Piece.
Yeah,
Fucking-
exactly.
I hate One Piece for the sole reason that folk are sitting playing One Piece casually instead of playing in actual Digimon tournaments. And
In
locals.
fairness, there was meant to be an event that day. Something went wrong. We'll not get into it because it's annoying. But I showed up with all my One Piece. So I was just sitting there like, fuck it, I'll play casuals. And then I seen that Adam was in, and I was like, oh, hello, how are you?
I hear. Yeah, we
Yes.
just see each other randomly in town, to be fair, all the time.
Bryce is always in
I
town.
enjoy it.
Like, if you guys want to stalk Bryce and hunt him down, you could probably just walk
Fucking
into town on a Saturday and bump into him.
For
Please
20,
do not stalk me.
20 crisp pounds, I will give you his location whenever you want it. It will be one of 4 locations.
You don't, what, 4? I have that many?
Yeah. One of them's your house.
Fuck, you don't know my address. Oh, wait, you might know my address.
Adam's
Never
like,
mind,
I
let's
will
not go
dox
into
you.
that.
Adam's
That
like,
you
I
know
will
of.
dox you, I will find you.
No, it's fine.
I will find you.
I can't remember if I've had to give my address before or not for judge reasons.
You have.
I don't think I did. Did I? Oh. Then yeah, please don't sell out my information.
Oh, but I need to alt my Shine deck out, man.
Oh, shit, understandable, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. It's number 4 Smith Street.
Yep.
It is-
Why did
I'm
you have
sorry.
to do him like that, man? They're coming for him.
I can't wait for someone to look up Smith Street and be like, he lives in America? When the fuck?
I'm looking up number 4 Smith Street just now. Oh, it's in fucking Rochdale.
Fuck's
Wait.
sake, man.
Where
Rochdale?
the fuck's Rochdale? It's somewhere in England,
You
isn't
can
it?
actually Google anything and it'll be an address. Like, there was a thing I saw.
Oh, it's just north of Manchester, actually.
There was a thing I saw online that was like, damn, League of Legends players are really getting creative with their flaming now. And it was a guy who put a grid coordinate into the chat, and if you copy and pasted it, it took you to somewhere in Nigeria called Gank Top.
Amazing.
Oh, shit. That is amazingly
It was
shit.
actually hilarious, like just watching the video zoom in on the map and it says Gag Top. Brilliant. Yeah, sad I couldn't make the store champs, man. It would have been good. Like, this is the thing. In September, I'll be out of the bloody Royal Air Force, and then I can attend pretty much everything in September, which will go crazy.
Yes, that's what we want
Let's
to hear.
go.
Off till October 15th.
Yes.
With only one thing on my calendar that will mean I can't attend things.
Speaking of September, if you are a UK and or EU resident and you are hungering for some Digimon, it's not sponsored because, I mean, it could be sponsored. To be fair, I would
Could
be the
be.
one that decides it. Come along to the SEC in Glasgow. We're running some Digimon tournaments as part of the TCG Expo UK. We're planning on having TCG events for every single card game that is out. That we can find someone to help run if we can't run it ourselves. We've just updated our prizes for our main Digimon event. We've got some store championships as well. Just Google
Oh.
TCG Expo UK. You'll find it. Come along. That's the sponsored bit of the section. It's
Maybe
not sponsored.
Wait, is it the current Store Champs run of packs, Adam? Do you know?
It is the Wave 1, so it's the Sistermon stuff,
Oh,
which is arguably good because those are harder to get because
they-
nobody managed to run those.
They are still good. I'm just sad because I want Congo and Coolboy.
I mean, I've got some Congos and Cool Boys.
Bog. Although the issue is I don't want to pay £10 for them. I don't
Oh,
want
the
to pay
Cool Boys
£10.
are 25, mate.
Well, the version 1 participant's a tenner.
Oh, I sold mine for 20, to be fair.
It's probably the first week part, isn't
Alpar.
it? People fleeing to buy cards for no reason.
Yeah.
Sad. Shall
Yeah,
we
come
do...
along.
Well, actually, it'll be pretty fucking good, I think. I've been looking forward to it. Did you see there's also going to be like stores selling cards and stuff, like a little card expo
Yes,
thing?
so if you've heard of like the UK Games Expo. Obviously, that's a big sort of multiple day event focused on tabletop games, which includes card games. TCG Expo UK is literally just card games. As many as we can physically fit into the hall, we will run events for. There will be vendors of all shops across Scotland, as well as some from England coming up as well. And they will be selling booster boxes. There'll be people undoubtedly selling Lorcana boxes that
For
they've managed to
£500.
purchase for £500.
I got halves on one way. Adam.
I've got my Lorcana boxes already pre-ordered.
You've got boxes pre-ordered, just crazy.
I do.
So are you? I thought you said you weren't going to play it.
No, it's for collecting. I'm just going to sit on them for a while.
So going my nuts, Adam. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. What? I do. You know it's all good. I'm not gonna scalp them. I'm just gonna leave them in my cupboard for a while.
I'm just gonna take them out of rotation permanently.
Although I might not. It depends, because you know how every single booster box comes sealed in like plastic wrap.
This one doesn't.
This doesn't.
Yeah, they've got a little tear on the bottom. You can tear them open.
Yeah, it's just openable. You can get packs out without opening it. It's wild.
Can you actually get them out without opening it?
Someone at Gen Con managed to get a couple of packs out without opening it. And obviously it's the hot dog conundrum, isn't it? As soon as you take one out, the rest are easier to get out. So like, why wouldn't you be able to take out half the box while leaving it sealed?
That's pish, man.
It's a bit weird. I imagine they might start wrapping them from set 2 whenever that's coming out.
They'll bloody need
Remember,
to,
always wrap your hot dog.
Always wrap your hot dog in plastic. Not in a packet of salt and vinegar crisps.
It's bloody Ravensburger making it in it, who make fucking children's Uno cards and jigsaw puzzles. So
Yeah,
they probably don't really know what the fuck they're doing.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be good, come along. SCCC, big ass hall. Adam's been trying to get this for ages.
I have been trying to get this for ages. I'm very passionate about events for Scotland, so the fact that I've just managed to put on an expo with every card game makes me feel kind of good. Come along. I'll fucking sign your card or whatever. We'll do a podcast signature.
Yes. All three will be there, so
all three of us will be there.
Cards.
Meet the cast at 1.0%.
If any of our 50 subs come, then we will sign. UXO get on the flight. UXO get on the damn flight, brother.
Yep, we will love to see. I want to meet you now. You've met the other two. I need to meet you.
Yes. I know, we stan UXO, especially when I can't remember your face because I'm bad with that shit.
You're crazy.
Yes. Do we have any other events coming up anyone's going to?
Sadly,
I mean, if it's not Digimon, just come to TCG. Everything works.
There's I don't think is there not a big thing about how there's fecal regionals this month in Europe or something?
Yeah, well, there's some online ones as always, but there's no in-person ones.
Nice.
Apart from like one in Italy, which is weird.
They're really doing their best to shaft this game for some reason.
Yeah, well, we're getting a Digimon regionals in the UK down in Liverpool. OPE will be running that as normal, which will be fun. I'm off this weekend to the Battle Spirits event in Amsterdam, actually. So, like, right after we finish recording this, I need to go pack. It should be fun. I've not tested at all because the game is dead up here.
Oh, so are you going to play it?
Oh, yeah, I'm playing for once.
What the hell?
I just want to get out of the house a wee bit, so I thought I'd go to Amsterdam.
That'll be fun.
Damn, bro, what a fucking weekend. Like, oh, I have no plans for this weekend. What do? Right, let's get on a plane.
Yeah, mate, the amount of times I've flown this year is wild already, and I'm not even done yet. I'll probably be in Germany a couple of times at the end of the year as well for some fucking TCG shit. So it's super fun though, having a great time.
It's an actual card game of life in it. It's quite cool.
It is.
Adam, quick rulings question because I keep meaning to ask you this 500 times, right?
Oh, don't put me on the spot. If I get it wrong, I'm fucked.
I think I know the answer to this, but it seems funny that you can do it, so I'd like to confirm. And we've not been able to discern, and online there's no answers or other people asking this, right? So, new Doru Greymon, are you familiar with it? The level 5 Alphamon?
I can be in about 4 seconds.
Yeah, so me and Bryce were talking about this before, right? It's the level 5. Basically, end of turn has the effect You may place one card with X antibody. It's a Digimon, by the way. One Digimon card with X antibody, and it's traits from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards.
Yep.
Right? Can I place in Doru Grey, and it's still in the end of my turn, and then trigger Doru Grey to put in another card afterwards?
I don't see why not.
I also don't see why not. If my logic is, if Dorumon placing in Dorumon can gain the memory from Dorumon, why can Doru Grey not be placed in and then trigger at the end of the turn also?
Yeah, like all end of turn effects have to trigger before the actual end of turn passing of the torch happens.
Yes. It doesn't come up a lot, but sometimes it helps you because of the Uryuken checkpoint, right? So you're gonna Uryuken and strip a bunch of sources. Let's say you've got an extra Doru Grey in your hand you don't need, and something else you want to put in. You can Doru Grey to put in something else. You can Doru Grey to put in another Doru Grey to then put in something else, so that you can get 2 cards for the price of 1 off of that to strip, basically.
Yeah, but I don't see why you couldn't. There's nothing in the Q&A about the question being asked, so yeah, I would say you could.
Good. I will start doing that now.
All right.
Right, are we going on to guess that card? Everyone's
Oh, it is
favourite
time.
segment.
Yes,
What happened when I was away? Did
So
you play while I was away?
No, we didn't.
Oh, thank you, boys. Who's got the score?
Mainly because at the end of the 3 hours, I genuinely had lost part of my mind because I was so tired, and I was like, we can't do this.
Yes, agree. And now I'm only
Coward
70% as fried as I was in that moment, so we've got time.
Really?
I'm
I've
frantically
also
searching for
picked my
something.
card. I've already picked my card, so.
Oh, you have? Fair, right? Fair.
Yeah, I already had one in mind before this even, before we even started.
Bryce, do you want to ask me or Adam?
So I know I said I was going to give you an absolute belter of a one,
Yeah.
but that was like a month ago, and I haven't thought on it since. I only came up with this one before we started the podcast, so it's not too hard. So you can pick whoever.
Yeah,
I'm being nice this week, so please, don't dick me down again.
Right, I'll find a cool one. I'll find a good one.
Onto the Guess the Digimon episode part of the podcast. So for those listening along at home, we basically go around in a triangle, pick any card that has been fully released in English. It has to have come out. It's not about to come out. It's fully out in English. And we read the full text from one of the card's effects or inheritables if it has no main effects. So you get 3 guesses. You get 5 points for a correct guess, -1 for each lifeline used. And you can basically ask up to 5 or basically 4 lifelines of whatever you can think of, like what colour the card is, what it costs, what type of card it is, what is its traits, all that sort of stuff. And the leaderboard, I could be wrong, but on the leaderboard, I am in the lead apparently with 18 points, followed by Cobb with 17, followed by Bryce with 14.
So I know I've been getting bullied, so I can believe I'm at the bottom. I don't believe you're in first, though. That doesn't sound right.
I thought I was winning by a decent chunk because I was very surprised because I find this very difficult every time.
Did we put this? Maybe we put it into the chat.
It'll be somewhere, man. I remember last time we struggled to find it as well.
So it was this episode 11's podcast, right?
I can't remember. I've got round 3, and we had the last time we done it. We had Sheck on, and I've noted their points.
Sheck got 4 points. I know that much.
Yeah, and then 1 because we done it twice.
Right, I've got one.
Yeah, but we'll figure out total scores next time anyway. We'll keep track of today's, and then after the podcast,
we'll start again.
Yes.
Yeah, we're starting from 0.
No, we'll work it out later.
I was gonna say after the podcast finishes, I'll go find the original scores and I'll put them in the comments or something.
Nice. Right, who's asking who first? I've got my card. Bryce has got his card.
I've got mine.
Happy days.
Okay, nice. We love it when we're all ready. I would say don't prepare a second card because you might end up looking and finding the card that someone's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Bryce, you've had yours prepared. Do you want to go first? Do you want to ask? Who do you want to ask? Who do you want to be mean to?
I don't think I'm being too mean. So
He's gonna ask
so
Adam.
if we're assuming Callum's in front, then I'll ask you, Adam, since I don't think I'm being too mean.
Okay.
But you also have the memory of a Civ, so you probably won't remember this.
What?
Right. Okay, so this card's effect. When attacking, you may trash one red Digimon card in your hand and add the trashed card's DP to this Digimon for the turn.
You may trash one red Digimon card in your hand to add its DP. I have no idea, mate.
I'm at a loss as well.
Really?
I thought it was going to be Rowdy Rocker for a second there.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
Like my problem is I don't know any of the option cards names. I just know Digimon names. So like,
Oh, I thought that
Like-
was an option card.
Like,
no, I said
That's-
when attacking.
Oh,
The
okay.
opening statement
oh,
was
when attacking.
I literally started with when attacking.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an option card.
I got no fucking clue on this one. That's a very weird effect to me.
Read it again
Yeah.
for me.
When attacking, you may trash one red Digimon card in your hand to add the trashed card's DP to this Digimon for the turn.
Oh,
Oh, disregard. I know what it is. I literally just looked it up and I know what it is.
Of
Oh,
course,
you
you know
looked
what it is. You looked it
No,
up.
I thought in my head I thought of the Digimon and I searched the Digimon's name and it was the right Digimon.
So remember, you get three guesses, and every time you use a lifeline, your points go down. But every failed guess does not affect your points.
I know this is a red level 6. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. So what is the Digimon's traits?
Right, let me zoom in. It is Dragonkin, Big Death Star. Do I give the other two bits as well? Yeah.
Big Death Star.
Yeah, sure. It's Mega Virus.
Big
Mega
Death
Virus,
Star.
Dragonkin, it's a star. I'm not.
What the fuck is
Big-
Big Death Stars?
Is it actually Big Death Star?
Sorry. Sorry, 1 second. It says
is.
Big Death Stars, yes.
This is its only effect. I know that, and I think this is an early card as well.
It does reek of early card to me as well.
Is it? No, it's not.
Right. For 4 points so far.
So Dragonkin.
Big Death Stars.
I've just looked up the Big Death Stars. They are a group of 3 Ultimate level Digimon and 3 Mega level Digimon, modelled after the Japanese days of the week.
That has got to be the least helpful clue I think I've ever heard.
Yeah, I guess it's Tuesdaymon then. What the fuck? I don't know what that means. So it's a Dragonkin virus.
Also, modelled after the days of the week, but there's only 6 of them?
They're modelled after it. There's not one to reflect every day of the week, I guess.
So, Mega Virus, Dragonkin, Big Death Stars.
No, I don't know it. I can picture the card in my head, but I don't know its name.
Well, it's a red level 6. This is based on what you've said. It's a red level 6 and you think it's an early card.
Maybe if you ask what set it's from, it might help. Who knows?
No, because this is one of those pack filler level 6s that only saw play like once or something.
I
Oh,
actually think you used this card in pre-release.
Is it?
Adam, it's in the Big Death Stars. You don't know them?
Is it? No. I think I know what it is. It evolves from Groundramon or Breakdramon. It's one of those guys. It's the level 6 of the Groundramon line.
Do we count that as a guess?
No. He's not saying
Wait.
anything.
I don't know its name. I couldn't tell you its name for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure it's that big mechanical fucking thing, with a massive I don't know what you'd call it, like arms, like like lorry arm
I would
type
think
Yeah,
thing.
I
you
know
would
what you're talking about.
I would say, Adam, do you want to describe that digit? Well, you've just described it. Do you want to lock that in as a guess, and we'll
Yes.
accept it?
That is incorrect.
All right. Okay. Then I have no idea. I will pass. I have no clue.
You were thinking of Breakdramon.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was breakthrough. Yeah.
No, it is. Wait, you mentioned this. Technically, this Digimon keeps sneaking into top 16. It's an old
It's an
old Dorbic.
Dorbic one.
Yeah,
Oh,
old Dorbic.
I'm surprised I knew this. At first, I had no fucking clue, and then I got like a bolt of lightning in my head, and I was like, "Is it this?" I was
So-
like, "Yes."
This
yeah.
this has always been a weirdly memorable card to me, and I'm very confident this was the random level 6 you ran for pre-release for this
I
set.
think I did. Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, well. Sorry, I didn't think it was that hard. My bad.
Imagine
Oh,
you're
that's okay.
playing. Imagine you're playing pre-release, and you play Dorbikmon as your level 6, and you're like, "Ah shit, I got no reds in my hand. He's literally a vanilla."
True, but he's also like one of the highest base megas that set. I think 11 is like one of the higher DPs for a mega that set for some reason.
BT5 was well. Actually, there's a bunch of level 5s, level 6s that seem to have fucking that. To be fair.
Oh. Exactly 11. There's a few with 10, and then most have 11, and then I think there's like 2 with 12. That's it. Because Omnimon was there.
Omnimon.
Right. So I guess that means Adam asks Callum, or Callum asks me next.
I will ask Callum next then.
Roger. Right, I'm closing my tab.
Okay.
Good man.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Okay. So this car, oh, it's fucking vanished off the screen again.
I just went to close OBS there. I'm glad I didn't do that.
That would be rough.
Just the podcast ended abruptly midway through Adam saying, "Oh, the card is."
It kindly went, "Oh, you're still recording, are you sure?" I was like, "No." Press escape because I'm scared to
Press
let
escape.
go of left mouse button.
So this card is when digivolving.
Yep.
Trash the top 3 cards of your deck.
Yep.
Then, if you have a tamer in play, this Digimon gets plus 3k for the turn.
Oh, so it's got to be purple, surely to God. Trashing off the top of the deck. Gains 3k for the turn. Sounds like it might be like a level 5 or maybe a 6. I don't think this is going to be like a 4. It's when digivolving, right?
Yep. When digivolving, trash the top 3. Then, if you've got a tamer in play, plus 3k.
So it's tamer related as well, which is weird. I know the Grillmon stuff does both trashes and focuses on tamers, but I don't think they really focused on tamers till later on. Could be like a purple hybrid card, but I don't think they actually trash or mill from the deck either. I'm a little bit at a loss. I don't really have any ideas. These are just my thoughts off the top of the dome piece. I'm gonna ask what its traits are.
Its traits are Ultimate,
Yep.
Vaccine, Holy Dragon.
Holy Dragon. Ultimate Vaccine, Holy Dragon. So it's probably a yellow card then. Ultimate Vaccine, Holy Dragon. I think Holy Dragon, I think Magnadramon. But it's an ultimate, not a mega. This is fucking crap, man. It's probably pack filler as well. Holy Dragon, ultimate. And it trashes 3 and gains 3k, right?
Yes,
If you've got a tamer. Holy Dragon.
if you've got a tamer. Well, you trash the top 3 cards of your deck, and then if you have a tamer in play, plus 3k.
That's a fucking weird card, man. It's like back in the day where you used to swing with things that weren't level 6s. You got the epic value, you'd be like, oh nice, it's probably not going to die on the swing now.
I've now found the card. Like I was like, I'm not playing this round. I will find the card.
Yeah.
I like your choice. I like the choice.
Okay, what set is it from, Adam?
It is not from a set, it is a promo.
Oh, fuck off, man. It's a promo?
So that's 2 hints, yeah.
Can I get the set number then? Surely.
It's not from a set, it's a promo.
Aye, but they've got a promo
I
number.
think it's fair to give them the promo number. I think that's fair.
It is promo 47.
Oh my god, it's semi-recent. I'm gubbed here, man. What the hell? 'Cause I actually think we're around that number now. Like, we might be in like the 60s or the 70s.
I will give you the information for free.
No,
The current promos we are on is around about 80 to 90.
Shit, man. It's probably from about 6 months ago or something then. Maybe later than that, maybe like 8 or 9 months ago. This is scuffed, man. I don't really have any knowledge on this here. A holy dragon? What is a holy dragon that trashes for the day? It's going to be. I mean, I thought it was purple, but you're not really going to get a holy dragon that's a purple card. This is fucked, man. Even asking the colour doesn't really matter. I mean, it might help me a bit. I don't know. I don't know what else to even ask. Like, I'm at a total loss, and I don't know what other questions to even ask, frankly.
Remember, you can ask anything you can think of that could feasibly be answered.
Okay, does it look like it's the kind of person to go to bed with socks on, or no?
Fucking
I'm joking, I'm joking.
With his socks on. What type of cretin goes to bed with their socks on?
No, people do. Exactly, I was hoping Adam said yes there, because people do that shit.
And it's I don't go. I will preface this by saying I don't go to bed with my socks on 99% of the time, but sometimes when I'm just so tired, I'll just fall into bed, but then you get the pleasure of taking your socks off in bed and it being nice and cold.
Okay, but you don't sleep with them on.
No, God, no.
Exactly, that's what the point I'm making. No one's
Unless
you don't
it's
sleep
like,
with socks on.
Unless it is like freezing winter, then no.
Man.
Right, this is scuff, boys. I need to think of another question because I'm not even slightly close. The other thing I'm like, is it 4 great dragons? Is what I'm thinking in my head. Right, what colour is it, Adam?
It is blue.
Fuck off, man! Why is blue milling cards? Blue milling cards for DP Gate?
Yep.
I mean, that is so fucking off-brand.
Yep, it is.
I can't think of a holy dragon in blue either. I've been like, is it Blue Comon related? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm surprised because when I heard Holy Dragon, I knew what it was.
I mean, what dragons are there in blue? Vidramon? Metal Greymon? The Chris Pyodramon stuff, but that's not had a promo.
Chris Paella-Dramon.
Chris Pyodramon. Nah, man. I'm fucked here.
Still hasn't even used a guess.
Right, what colour is on the Digimon? What's the primary colour on the Digimon?
Blue.
Down to 1 point, Callum.
Right, is it Chris Paledramon?
It is not.
Is it Aero Vidramon? Don't be out here telling me it's like Aero Vidramon 0 and dicking me on it.
What do you think, Bryce?
Given that he just said it there, I think I'd give him it.
It is Aero Vidramon 0, yes.
I don't remember that having that effect, man.
Look it
So
up.
do you remember those promos that were handed out that everyone got like 70,000 of?
Yes,
it's that one.
I thought of a cool question you can ask of where is it from, and if you'd asked me that and I said manga, you would have gotten it instantly.
Yeah, I would have, to be fair. Do you know the worst thing about this? I was actually ages ago. I was like, oh, it's the 4 great dragons. Is it like Aero Vidramon, the yellow one?
Yeah.
That's what gave me it, by the way, because I thought when you said Holy Dragons, I was like, the only thing I know with that is 4 great, which means it has to be some Vidramon.
But see, that didn't really help me because Aero Vidramon's not really that holy looking to me. I hear holy, I hear like angelic. He's shooting out beams of like yellow light and shit, and a
Yeah.
chorus of cherubs. And
Fair.
yeah, I didn't get that one. Fair enough.
In fairness, I only know it because I played Four Great Dragons.
The reason I picked it is because it was given, like, every single person saw this card multiple times because of how
Not necessarily. I
unrare
never
it
once
was.
opened the promo packs, so I only ever seen the All Force.
No, it was given out as pre-release promos. It was a box topper, and it was given out at bigger events as well. Like, they had so many. I got about 85 of them
Yeah,
sitting in my house.
I've got like 10 sitting in a box.
I've got 10 or 12 because a certain lovely locals of ours was giving them out like fucking candy
Yeah,
at
like,
Halloween.
Yeah.
Why did I say candy? What
Candy,
sweets?
or something.
Like candy at Halloween, man.
No fucking American. What was that?
So,
Um,
Right, I'm asking
Popperino with
Bryce.
no-
Bryce, I think you're going to get this, to be honest, so I'm inclined
Oh.
I'm inclined to change it, because you're the kind of person that knows niche bullshit, right?
My guy, I am in last place by a
Oh,
fucking
no,
mile right
I'll
now.
still give you it, because it's a funny card, right? Okay, so the effect is main. All your Digimon gain your turn when attacking an opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards. Delete that Digimon for the turn.
Fucking giving me options, man.
This and one other card, is an option. So this and one other option in my head are like two of the most interesting options that I've never seen any play in the game.
Right, easiest way to get this out of the way. What's it?
It is BT4.
BT4?
Also, I heavy forgot I could ask lifelines, to be fair.
I
I
was
did
like,
try
why?
to get
I
you
thought
to
you
use
just gave up.
We were trying to get you to use them. It's fucking options, man. Right. What was the blue in BT4? It was the weird Zed stuff as well as the ancients. I can't get. No way I'm getting the actual name of this card. You want
It's
to know
got
the
a
worst?
funny name.
This is the first this is the first set I played, which actually probably means it's my worst for knowledge. Because I only seen decks this set. I never bought boxes or anything.
Yeah, see, I don't know if this was ever in a
And-
deck ever. Even
and
though the
blue was,
effect seems like it could be
unplayable.
powerful. Although it's kind of stupid because it says for the
No, it's
turn.
a shit card.
For the
So
delete
as-
for the turn.
So as no, it's gain the effect, and then there's supposed to be a quotation, and then say for the turn, so that they
yeah,
do.
no, you're right, you're right.
Bryce
Bryce is reading it on .dev, you can see the quotation
No.
marks.
No, I just remember how card text works. So is it Zed Garudamon's attack?
So that's a lifeline.
No, it's a guess.
That's honestly that's a guess because there's no way I'm getting his name.
Okay, it's nothing to do with Zed Garudamon.
Right. Okay.
That's a good guess, so that is a good guess. Because I think he was in BT3 or something.
No, Zed Garudamon's BT4. He's with
See.
Victory Grey in there. Yeah. It was the first alt art I ever pulled.
Pog,
Sorry.
£3 to me.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was
sick
so sad.
alt though.
It is a sick alt for a shit card.
Yeah.
But that means I've got no idea what else is in that set.
That was my favourite style of alt art. With the gold foil.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it's asking too much to.
Oh, you can try.
I was gonna say, could you describe the artwork? But I don't think that's.
I'll tell
I think
right,
I would have to describe that.
I
I think
tell
it's
you
the other
what,
way around.
I would give
I
you
would-
I would give you one Digimon on it who features right, I'll tell you this much. There's two Digimon on it, and I'm willing to tell you one of the two Digimon that features less prominently on the card. For a lifeline.
Go on. Sure, that'll be a lifeline then. I think that
Okay.
makes my
Eh,
third lifeline. No,
This
second
actually
lifeline.
does help slightly. Monzamon is on the card.
Oh my god, I know what one this is. It's the one where everyone's like, oh, they're shitting themselves because Monzimon's back's opening or something. Is it? Oh wait, no, is this Heart Attack?
Is that a guess?
Heart Attack is my guess.
It is not Heart Attack.
Shit. So I'm down to one.
Pro-
I've one
you're a
guess
pro,
left.
man.
I actually thought you'd get this. I thought this was like a Bryce coded card that you'd go, oh, aye, that's a fucking stupid effect. I remember that pish.
So I have the BT4 is like a weird bad spot that I didn't realize I had. Because you said BT4, and then I went, oh shit, I know nothing about BT4.
I'm writing this down.
Well, no, because I'm going to go study now.
I know the card you were describing earlier as well. The one with Monzamon's back is opening.
Yeah, because like I think that's actually an older set than that, where everyone's like shitting themselves.
That is from BT3. I actually thought it was in BT1 though. Maybe it was.
I think it's BT3, but it's in BT 1.0. Because I think I have copies of it, and I don't remember getting too much 1.5.
Apparently that was not in our
BT1 on it. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna get this, bro. I've got one more guess. Well, let's see. So I've asked for what set it's from.
Yeah.
I've asked for a Digimon on it. I feel like I asked a third lifeline, but I can't remember it.
You asked what set is it from. You asked the Digimon on it. I think that's all you've asked.
Right. So I've got 2 more lifelines before it becomes pointless to even guess.
Yeah.
It's
hard to ask what else you can ask for an option card, really, though. Because you can't get traits. You could ask what its security effect is. You could ask the play cost.
I'm assuming its security effect is just activate the main, so I don't really feel the point. The play cost is what I'm thinking on. No, activating the main and security would be pointless, actually. It'd probably just be add to hand because it's old.
Or it could be nothing if it's old.
That is also very true.
The dreaded dashed line sitting
one
on
of
the
my favourite effects was Glorious Burst in the OG Shine Greymon deck that done nothing in security.
We love
right,
this.
what's his play cost?
1.
1?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's cracked for 1, surely. That's delete a guy for 1 memory. This card could be cracked down the line at some point, I think.
I need to remember what other Gash Megas and stuff were in that set.
Well, I'll give you this hint. It's actually unrelated to every other card in the set.
Not every card.
I believe it is. It's the lore of the card does not correlate to any other Digimon in that set.
You know what? I think I'm conceding this one. I don't have a clue. I don't know.
Now, this is funny, Bryce, because you actually did, when I said this card correlates heavily to another funny blue card, you actually did guess the other funny blue card, which is...
Heart Attack?
No, it's actually like we must stop fighting or something it's called. And it's,
oh my god!
And it's it's all Digimon can't be deleted in battle, but that is not the card. That is not the card.
I've just looked it up. Like, I'll admit, I just looked it up. Oh my god.
It is I'll Drag You Into the Depths, and it features Monzamon in scuba gear running away from Seadramon, who's dragging him into the depths, as the card denotes.
So, I actually remember this because when I was sorting my collection, I have about 100 copies of this for no fucking reason.
And
I don't know how.
Cracked?
No, it's because it's like the biggest pack filler. It's in every fucking pack.
Nah, this is a good pack filler. This is something you read and go, potential.
No, that's something I read and go out of.
Potential, mate.
Especially back then, like stripping sources from more than one thing was really hard.
But what if there's a card out there that strips sources and can attack cards that are unsuspended if they've got no sources?
Right. Do we want to do another round or?
Well, considering how poor that round was with 1 point being earned between the 3 of us, I think we should do another one.
Right,
okay,
cool.
fair enough.
Do we make it slightly easier this time?
That's up to you.
I genuinely thought that would... Adam, would you have got that one?
No.
No, probably
here's
not.
the thing. I probably, see if we had a lot longer, I could probably have described the card to you in time, but there's no way I'm ever getting an event card's name. Or option card, I don't know what they're called in this game.
Shit.
Options in this game. But that's my problem, not yours. Plus, I'm sure there's one that I'll say this and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this random crappy fucking event from 10 years ago. Right, I guess we'll do it the other way. So that would mean Adam, you're asking me, I'm asking Callum, and Callum's asking you.
Yes.
And card.dev has stopped working. Let's go.
Then I am definitely not asking you that one, Bryce, because that's a deck you played.
Bro's about to ask me in his army shit.
I'm trying to look
I
for
thought-
a newer card that you might not get, because we seem to do all the old mad shit.
Because the old is the funny though.
That is the funniest shit they print. These new these new ones.
I'm
funny.
asking Callum, and there was a set I went to originally that I wanted to use, and then I realised I had the wrong set. So I guess we'll go for that set this time. I thought, oh wait, there's one that I actually like. Oh, but Callum will probably get it in an instant. It's a really funny card, and I love the card, but or it's not funny. It's like weirdly like almost good, but maybe I'll save it for next time.
Hold.
Who's going first?
You ask first, Adam, because you've been out of the loop on the last one.
Wait, so who's? Oh, so have you picked Adam?
No, I'm picking.
Right, okay. I was going to say I'm still picking, so if you have picked, I need to stop so that you can ask me without me accidentally cheating.
No, I don't want to ask you that one. That's too. The last time I done was something like that. I immediately got my ass handed to me.
That's cruel.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got one.
All
you
right,
ready?
yeah, I'll close that. I'll close card.dev for now. Right.
So do we read out like if it's a main when attacking, when
Yeah.
digivolving
Yes.
sort of thing? Kind of gives
Yeah.
it away a wee bit, doesn't it?
A little bit, but I think we decided if there's multiple effects, you read the most prominent of the effects.
Yeah.
No, you can
You read
pick.
the one that makes the most sense. You don't read the all turns gain a K. You read the when digivolving do the actual effect.
I'm out here reading blocker.
Well, I've got multiple effects I can pick from,
Pick the one that seems like it's most obvious.
or maybe I
effect.
don't. Who knows?
But yeah, you pick the effect that's like most prominent.
No, I don't want to pick that card. Then that's too easy.
Okay, I'll get back on my.
When
brain.
digivolving, you may play a sister man. Oh,
Man, this set actually sucks for picking cards, but maybe that's because I know them all for this set.
I can feel your heart.
What's it?
I'll leave it for now, just in case I go back to it. And
I kind of want to do one where it's a generic card that there's multiple of, but you can work out what it is by filtering it down with guesses.
maybe, but
That could be interesting.
we need to plan that a wee bit more
Well, that's
because
a funny one as well.
God knows we'd all managed to fuck it right now.
I think that would be easier though, because if like I chose a floodgate, imagine it was like a memory floodgate and you had to find out what memory floodgate it was. You would know them all, but you would have to try and suss it as fast as you could.
I'm just trying to find a card.
That's a
Just
fucking
trying to
shocker.
find a card.
What is this? Is this
Oh.
a push one?
Sorry, dear podcast viewers, for year two fucked up to pick up to just go. Oh yeah, this card's fine. We want to be incredibly evil to each other.
I could,
No,
I could
I'm
edit
trying
it out
to-
if I find out.
I'm trying to pick between the one that you're not going to get instantly, but one that you will get if you think about it.
I'm trying to pick ones that are like semi-recent, but the problem is they all name cards in them. So it's like, oh well, you
Yeah,
definitely
right.
know what this is because it names something else in its little archetype.
How many points did you get, Bryce? 0? Right, I'm going to
I
be
got,
nice.
I
to you.
got, I made a wee list.
Yeah, I'm going to be nice.
Right, let me know when you've picked so I can close.
I've picked.
Okay, I have closed card.dev. Good sir.
Okay. Why does Digimon keep doing this to me?
Well, is it just like random, like close your zoomed in version of it?
Yeah, no, it just puts it right back to like the OG screen of it, and then I have to find the fucking thing again.
Weird.
Where did it go?
I think I've got one I might do.
Oh, let's go. So that means that once Adam asks, I get time to go look. Let's go. Callum's winning, but I also don't want to be that guy.
Okay,
Nah.
so when digivolving, by trashing up to 3 cards in your hand, Gain 1 memory for each card trashed.
When Digivolving. Oh, that's Titamon.
Is that a guess?
Yes, that's my guess.
You are incorrect.
I think I know what this
I'm
is,
incorrect?
but I think it's too obvious for it to be...
You are incorrect.
Oh, that's actually true. Titamon does actually have that effect as well.
Yeah, there's another there's a Titamon with that exact effect. When Digivolving trash up to 3 in hand, gain a memory for each track.
I think you fucked it though, Bryce, because there's a second part to it, because that Titamon's dual coloured.
Fair. Wow, that's a weirdly generic effect. It's definitely purple. That much makes sense.
Well, there is actually another card I know that has that exact effect, but I didn't think Adam would pick it because it's too obvious.
Yeah,
Okay,
but maybe
nice.
obvious. Maybe obvious is what you need to fucking mess me up.
Just pick something in the meta. That'll fuck him. Pick something
Honestly,
that's
it
in
will.
the actual card
It'll
game.
mess with me so bad.
Bryce
Oh,
knows
it's-
about Scrimbobblemon from BT7's niche play and pre-release.
Oh, I can't believe Shupadutmon came up
Super
again.
Dupemon's going crazy. So true.
Right. What set is it from?
It's from a starter deck.
Oh, fuck off.
As if it is the one I thought it was, man. Fuck off.
From a starter deck? Right, purple starters. We have the really old one. Then we have Masty, and I think Beelzemon, and I think that's it. What?
Funny.
Fucking. Wait, so if you say it's from a starter deck, does that? If I ask what set, does that not mean you have to tell me the starter deck number?
I think
No.
with starter decks that's too much, because that really narrows it down.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ask more questions. You'll get it if you ask more questions, I think.
See, so here's the thing. I actually don't know a card in the Beelzemon starter deck that isn't Beelze, Beelstar, or the Impmon from it. So if it's from that, I'm in trouble. I don't know.
I keep wanting to say things, but I keep having to bite my tongue so I don't spoil it.
Yeah, I know.
Not giving me the starter deck number, you motherfucker. Right, what is the starter deck? Like, what is the name of the starter deck?
Oh, that's a fucking harsh one.
Hey, look, man, I ain't fucking getting this. So
You're basically like that, right, with starter deck, is it? Come on.
That's-
Starter deck,
sorry, is it? I don't think that's that different from asking what set it is. Plus, I've used 2 questions to find out it's a starter deck, and then
I
what
know,
starter
I
it's
know,
from.
but it totally fucking whittles it down, but I know. I think, I don't know.
I don't know if we can allow that question because you'll get it instantly.
You will get it instantly.
Fine, I'll leave that question then. We'll not do that question.
Like it's a case of you will get that. You will get it within 0.5 of a second.
Yeah, I think that.
Wait a minute!
instantly
Oh
gets
my
it.
god! Oh my god! Is it the Metal Garurumon Ace?
It is indeed, yes.
You're like, what starter deck is it? And it's like, it says Steel Wolf
Right.
Friendship.
Right, okay, yeah, that definitely would have given it away. Fair enough. I was stuck on Beelzemon, and I was like, Beelzemon.
The funniest
And I was
thing
like,
is the starter deck's not even out yet, but the fucking
yeah, I
card
think
is.
that's what threw me on it is because I forget that we have that card, so I just immediately assumed those starters weren't a part of the mix. So I was like, okay, that card's not out. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that we're getting a new product called DP1?
Yeah. DP1.
The double
Yeah,
pack
deep.
set.
I love DP. At least it's
You
better than
do-
One
you-
Piece
you
when they
do
call the
love
fucking.
DP.
Well, do you know what I don't love? In One Piece when they call them fucking CP1.
Yeah,
CP9.
not a fan of that.
CP9.
Not a fan of that.
That's fine. We have CP0 as well.
Oh, cool.
I would love a world where there was CP0 fucking
Correct.
One Piece nonsense.
Look, man, it stands for
Okay,
Cypher Pole. It stands for
nonsense.
Cypher Pole. That
Anyway.
acronym doesn't go the same way in Japan. Also,
I'm going
are we
straight
saying
to
that?
Ichiro Oda
Yo-
and telling him, man.
I'll let you pick. Do you want that to count as 4 or 3 points? Because
I think that's 3 because you get 2. Did
I
you not
think
get 2 lifelines?
like no, I only asked this. I asked for the set, and you said a starter, and then I asked for the name of the starter, and you didn't give me it. But that might have helped give it away. So do you want to make it 3 or 4 points?
I think that's technically 4, to be honest. Then
I'm asking you. I will not decide this.
give him 4. Give him 4.
Thank you, B. Right, so then it's you to ask Adam.
Oh, that's what we hadn't decided, if guesses take points off.
I think
No, we
guesses,
decided it don't.
I
We
think you
decided
should get 1 free guess, and then every guess should be a point. But we'll see.
That might make sense.
We can maybe do that then, but that's for future rounds because that was only my second guess anyway, so that's fine.
Right, right, Adam, I've got one for you here.
Okay, I have closed Digimon Dev.
Okay, so this effect is when digivolving, you may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck and trash all tamers among them. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order.
What?
Yeah.
When digivolving, you may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck.
Yeah.
Trash them.
Trash all the tamers among them.
Trash all the tamers, and then put them back.
Yeah, at the bottom of the deck.
And this has definitely come out.
Yes, this has been revealed. And I used to play this card as well at one point.
Ooh.
Does Bryce know it?
That's. I feel like that you used to play this card is what's giving me the hint here, because I think I could probably recite every deck you've ever played, or at least played relevant.
I have played this card in a deck.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
It has a highly niche application, is how I would describe it.
Purple or black. Reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. So it might be a searcher. I mean, is that like a level 3 searcher?
You can ask if you want, mate.
Wait, so just curious, can you read the effect again?
When digivolving, you may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, trash all tamer cards among them, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order.
Right. Well, it's obviously not a level 3 then, because those don't have when digivolving effects. So it's a level 4 or a 5.
Spoiler.
Maybe a level 6.
It's quite powerful.
Right, yeah, okay. I figured out what it is. I'll go back to looking for one to ask you.
Very powerful, very epic. It's an interesting wee engine card, I think.
Is it... When digivolving?
Would you like a hint?
Is it Deadly Axemon?
It is not Deadly Axeman.
Okay.
But that was a good guess, to be honest.
Because I feel like it's either purple or black, but I'm leaning more black because black loves to trash their tamers.
It does. That is true.
And I feel like it's a Dark Nightmon card.
I can see the logic for sure.
What? What color is it?
Purple.
Oh, fuck's sake. Purple, trash all the cards that you... Purple, trash all the cards.
Right, I found one for Callum. I can sit and
Yes,
wind up Adam as well now. Oh.
Adam, you need more hints, I think.
So,
I don't...
Callum,
Yes.
would I be correct to assume... But am I thinking of the deck that you were playing this in? Because there's something that like I know you were playing, but I don't think you were... In fact, I'll just message you.
Yeah, I was going to say his message, but...
Reveal the top cards of your. You may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and then thrash all the tamers among them. You may reveal top 5 cards of your deck. So the only interaction that I can think of between that is Bagra Army. I feel like it's a Bagra card. If it's purple.
If
When
you knew the
evolving.
traits, that would give you some information.
No, but I don't want to keep losing points
Eh,
when I can
eh,
pretend.
So, what lifelines have you asked? You've only asked one lifeline.
He's
so
only
far,
asked
right?
the colour.
One.
Yeah,
And he's
he's
had
only
one
asked.
guess.
So you've got 2 more guesses and potentially 3 more lifelines. 4 if you want to have 0 points for it.
What? Yeah. What are the traits?
Okay, so this is a champion virus beastkin.
Champion, virus, beastkin.
To me, this guy is the most iconic virus beastkin.
Interesting. I would argue that point, but I can't think of it. So I don't tend to know Digimon by their traits.
The traits, I think, is the most busted thing to ask.
It is the best thing to
So-
ask because it gives you a rough idea of well, I know what Dragonkin, Beastkin, roughly would look like.
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah, so-
don't like how you have to give the type, the actual trait, and basically the level, because you're never going to ask the level if you can answer
Fair
the
en-
traits.
I
It gives you 3 bits
I
of
think
info.
in the future, then we should give type and trait without level.
Yeah, because it's actually a big advantage to know if it's vaccine, virus, or data anyway. Or sometimes
We won't-
it's null or something.
Yeah,
we will
so
change that. We will change that for the next round we play because
what
it'd
was
be
its
unfair to
traits?
change it before we ask you.
Virus, champion, and beastkin.
Champion, right? So it's a level 4.
Yeah.
Virus, beastkin. So it's well, I know it's purple. Virus means it's a bad boy.
He's very evil, unless he's Gilmon, who's not very evil. He's very nice.
So your beastkins are like Weregarurumon.
All the animals, every animal. Yes,
Every
animal.
werewolf type animal. Probably the fucking King Kakumons or whatever. Fucking some of Cherubimon's Dark Line, I think. Fucking those guys.
There's some good questions you could ask about this guy, Adam. You could say, like,
If you ask, you can't really tell him what he could ask.
you could say like, what is his theme song?
Wait, hold on.
That is
That's just a
hypothetical. surely
You need to
not.
ask his theme song.
No, because there's only one theme song worth mentioning, and it's All Star.
No, there's a million theme songs, man.
No, it's fucking All Star. That's the only Digimon that I can think of that has a theme song off the top of my head, and it's Terriermon and fucking Lopmon's guys. What are those again?
They don't. That's not their theme song at all, man. They don't have. Like, that never plays for Terriermon and Lopmon.
No, it plays for fucking Antilamon and
No, it doesn't.
Wendigomon. Big swinging boys. It has, if it's purple, it has to be Wendigomon.
Okay, yes, this is Wendigo, man.
There we go,
Theme
so-
song.
that's for 3 points. Yeah,
Yes, it was worth it for the meme. It was worth it for the meme.
congratulations, Adam.
Great. I'm so happy that I won a fucking 3-pointer off of All Star.
Aye, so I was saying
That is
this
going
to
to be like
Bryce.
the best hint I've ever heard. Is you could ask its theme
I'll
song.
be honest, I never expected you to fucking insta-get it off of that.
The
Bro,
only
who's not going to
songs,
get that?
the only songs in Digimon that are memorable to me is fucking Braveheart, obviously, and All Star because of how fucking awful it is.
Do you know that's
Also,
apparently
amazing.
Also, they're remastering the three of them into
They
their
are.
own films.
It's going to be
And
epic.
dubbing them in English.
I'm hoping they
They're
keep
making-
some of the original music because they've said they're keeping
Not
some
All-Star.
dubisms and some subisms from it.
No, not All Star.
Yes, please.
No.
Right. Monsieur Callum, are you ready?
anyone
Quickly
still
before
listening?
we move on, right, I need to give some context to Wendigo Mon, right? So, also, apparently in the sub version of that movie, that scene where he dances to All Star is him going to kill himself.
Oh,
Not necessarily correct. It's him passing away.
Yeah, something like that. He's like dying or something. It's meant to be sad, but then in our version they were like, "Nah, man, he's dancing because he's happy and the virus is gone." Definitely isn't gonna die. Also, I said this to Bryce already, Adam, but I used to run this in Myotismon because you evolve into him, trash a Yukio, and then evolve into Myotismon and he plays the Yukio from the trash,
oh, okay.
and then
What'd you call
you
it?
draw a card that's epic.
I got that almost immediately, by the way, because I am Mr. Purple Hybrid. Or, well, Mr. Hybrid. I know the hybrid decks.
Yeah, he was made for purple hybrid.
Yeah. Because
Oh.
you play the Tamers back from trash with the, I think, the level 5 and then Churubate, or not Churubate, then, Churubate. Evil Churubate plays back rookies for every Tamer, I think you have.
Yeah,
Oh my
Rihimon
God.
plays it and Telemon plays it. And I know, I think that's fucking hilarious. And Churubimon plays
He plays
a
back
tamer
double
from
three.
trash as well, yeah.
Right.
Right, what we doing? Final one before we can all sleep or game or
Cal.
something. Yes.
Your turn. When this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, recover 1.
Oh, why couldn't I get this one?
Because you play yellow.
So this stinks of like an old yellow card, man. I mean, you did give it away saying it's yellow, but
Yeah,
I
but
already
let's
fucking knew
be
that, let's be
honest. Well,
honest.
I can't think of it. I don't think any other color has recover in it.
So it's
It does not.
definitely not a fucking level 6, we know that much. Oh wait, hold on. Is it when it would Digivolve or on Digivolving?
When this Digimon would Digivolve.
Okay, that doesn't help because I was like, tell me this isn't Jet Selfie.
Your turn. It says your turn when this Digimon would Digivolve.
As if Adam's Insta got this, man. Right, what set is it from?
It is from BT, I need to zoom in, 8.
BT8. I'm trying to think what BT8 is. That's the one after. As if it's the one after 7 Law. Oh, I should know this because I bought so much of fucking BT8. I bought
Yeah,
lots
man,
of BT8. I was the
You're
BT8
like,
man.
value, bro,
Oh, no,
value.
Hold on. Is it
Hold on.
Angemon?
It is Angemon. Correct.
Yes, I actually think that card's really good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of coping on a lot of the blue-yellow stuff from that. Like, see the Shikakumon?
Shikaku I can give you it for, but Angemon's like, he's 3 to evolve into. And then you need to put a guy on top of him, and if you're using him early, he's useless. Although
Yeah.
nowadays, that might not be so bad.
I'll just lose Shikakumon up. He's if you're at 5 or less, recover one. Pog.
Yeah, okay, he's good. Couldn't get that.
It's just fucking Digivolve and recover one in it. Like, is that good enough in the current era?
This
Probably not.
this fucking episode has devolved into us chatting now.
That's the best bet. That's what I come here to do. is
UXO,
make
you're
everything
still
evolve.
here. Make some noise.
Well, on that note,
Everyone
it's probably time to move on if we're making random noises.
Yep. We should probably say the end of tonight's scores are Adam with 3, myself with 4, and then Callum with 5. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. The lead is
I'm so
continuing.
bad at this game.
I'm ass at it as well. If I didn't get that Angemon,
You're not ass at it, bro.
no, I swear to God, I still have no clue how I'm fucking winning. Like,
Because you ask me event cards or option cards or whatever they're called.
I do also ask hard ones most of the time on purpose, but
There were so many hard ones I could have picked, and I was like, nah, this is just like way too genetically bland. This would be so cruel.
aye, when Digivolving gain 1k.
I think we
There
could
were
come
there
up.
were a lot of inheriteds that
We could come
I
up
looked
with
at.
a new format of like you get to pick easy, medium, or hard. Hard's worth 5 points.
Yeah.
Easy's worth 2 or whatever.
Yeah, and then we could actually put a limit on lifelines rather than reducing score. Be like, well, if you go hard, you get this, and you get like 2 lifelines. If you go medium, you get a slightly
Yeah.
easier card with 3 lifelines.
There's definitely multiple ways to revamp this because the trait hang annoys me. The trait hang's too overpowered because
Yeah,
see,
we'll
if
change
it's
that.
a Digimon and you don't ask the trait, you're running it basically.
What do you call it? Well, people in the comments, our lovely viewers, how do you think we should fix the game? Because we're shit.
Yes.
So
Yes, when we
Yeah.
go into the inevitable season 2 of win rate 0%, we can fix it.
The next
Yep,
era when
episode
we're putting
13,
out a
end of season 1.
bi-weekly episode. That would be crazy.
Hopefully, we'll do bi-weekly.
Shall we discuss the comments quickly before we go?
Of course.
We only had the 3, but and 2 of the guys are just you know, there's not a lot. I mean, generally there's not a lot of talking points in them.
Well, we've
but,
got
you know,
Marcus.
shout
He's
out to
talking about looking forward to Patamon Boom Bubbles. That's the overpowered Patamon we're getting.
Man, I'm like really pogged for that Patamon, but from what I've seen in Japan, the sad thing for me is the BT14 yellow Patamon stuff is really good, but people are, because it's like pretty generic, people are using it like out of archetype. The most powerful Patamon deck that in Japan right now is actually Shine Greymon,
Yes,
Let's
I
go.
knew it would be.
which is fucking lame as hell. Also, that
thought it
TK
would be
is
in that.
fucking silly. I'll probably
Yes,
run
I
that.
do know this. All I'm hearing is hybrid sport.
Well, TK is ridiculous for Yellow Hybrid. He's a 2-cost tamer that gains you a memory every time you recover.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Promote-
insane.
Promote
What does
Patamon,
do?
look at
What
stack,
does Patamon do?
Digivolve.
Wait, Patamon looks at stack to Digivolve
Yeah,
itself.
that's what
Oh,
Adam's
yeah.
saying, yeah. You look-
Patamon, start of your main phase, look at your stack, Digivolve into a vaccine without paying the cost, then shuffle. If you Digivolved with this effect, you place 1 yellow card with vaccine from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. So
you can just
basically,
act Geogray.
Bryce,
yeah,
there's better,
exactly.
It gets better.
You've found
It gets
it.
better. Messenger of Hope, 1 cost. Look at your security stack. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a level 6 or lower yellow Digimon without paying the cost. Shuffle your security stack, then if you get TK and play the cover one. For
Oh
one
my god.
for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yellow hybrid's coming back in a fucking storm, boys, and only in
No.
Glasgow.
And you can run the Angemon secret in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's a good
sounds
day
like
for. I want alts of those to frame. I fucking love the Patamon is like my OG Digimon Adventure guy. He was the guy that I
Yeah.
loved the most.
I love
Honestly,
him,
mine's
so-
might be Garudamon. Like I love Agumon and everything, but for like
I'm a-
all of the
I'm a
ultimate,
Garudamon
Garudamon's my
fan.
favorite.
Are you pogged for
I love
Garudamon
all, like-
Ace, Bryce?
I
I
don't know
love
what it
all of
does. I'm like super out of the loop.
I think we talked about earlier
I'm
on.
back
It's just
to
when
locals.
when Digivolving play a 4-cost red tamer.
Bryce, come back to locals with us. The format's actually kind of healthy.
I disagree.
It's fun.
Nah, I'm kidding. The format's fine. Fuck Shingray though. But I've been smashing the double One Piece locals, bro.
Oh
I've been,
yeah. To be fair, in BT14, I'm playing Fenry Galugabadugabadugabadamon.
I will probably be
Henry
trying
Lugamon?
to play Etamon, saying let me wait a set, and then I will probably be playing D Brigade.
Yeah. Oh right. I want to build Digipolice or Digipolice Numamon.
Yeah, I want to play Numamon
Oh, yeah.
as well. Actually, it looks fucky.
And thankfully, we will actually get the Shinmonzimon just before it comes out because that's also an RB.
Yeah.
I want to build some weird janky shit.
Crazy card.
But anyway, who's reading our favorite UXO's comment?
We'll let Callum.
I will read the man since we are good pals. UXO says the 3-hour entertainment special. Let's go. Exactly. You want to stick pish like this on in the background while you're doing something relevant or irrelevant, like doing the damn dishes, or if you're me, driving 4 hours at the end of your time off to go back to work.
Do you listen back to this?
Yeah. Quite a lot.
Oh.
Most
I don't.
episodes I listen back to when I'm driving to Lossiemouth. He says this meta will be quite short with very few events in Europe, sadly, but at least I'll remember it well for my best tournament run yet. So he's talking about EX4.
EX4.
Talking about EX4. Because shout out to UXO, the god. He actually won a regionals in France with Crossheart. He actually placed first.
Let's go.
So huge result for the man. We all know he's a good player. I've known he's a good player for ages. He actually messaged me. I don't know if he would want to tell me that, say this or not, but it's really funny, so I have to say it. He actually messaged me. I think he got like top 16 or top 32 in an event, and he's like, "I'm washed, bro. I'm washed. I can't crack the ceiling. I'm washed." And I was like, "Nah, you're not washed, bro. This has happened to me as well. Like, this will happen, and then you'll like, it'll work itself out, man. Like, keep trying." And he's like, "Nah, I'm washed." And then he went and won regionals, got first place. So
yes, good to hear, mate. Well done.
He is Pog crazy at the game, one of the best one of the best to ever do it in Europe. So fair play to the man. One of our loyal listeners likes to comment. If you are watching these or listening to these guys and you're not commenting, you don't have to obviously, but it would be nice to see people out there, because there are people who come back and they just want to listen to the stuff and they're chilling in the background, but it's nice to see the interaction. And if you like, we will also read messages and silly stuff you put in the comments.
Yeah, and if we get fucking bubbles. If we get loads of comments, we'll start putting them at the start of the episodes, because there's more to actually chat about with them.
Yes. Hi. If there's anything you want us to talk about, guys, let us know, and we will go into detail on it if it is a topic worth discussing for sure. UXO just finishes saying, "Can't wait to see the BT13 version of this video format. Let's also hope I stop forgetting to post a comment every time I'm done listening." So yeah, it does happen. He listens to them all, and sometimes he messages me saying, "Brother, I forgot to comment." And I'm like, "It's all good, man. We know you're listening." Funnily enough, we are not doing a BT13 rundown of every last card. I think, like we said at the start of this video, we need to work out a better format for those videos, I think.
Yeah.
Man, it's just talking about
it. We will figure it out at some point.
We'll do some sort of discussion of a new set that comes out, talk about certain cards. But I think running down every last card of the set is extremely taxing, and I don't know if the payoff is there. As in, like, people watching it, like, very excited to hear us talk about bloody insert shit card here.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro? I loved talking about Potatomon and Burgermon.
I love them, man.
Schmidley,
that was one of my biggest sad moments in this card game. I was like, honestly, you might insult me for this, but I was like, I swear to God, they need to make AB Burgermon a good card, right? Then I saw AB Burgermon got released, and I saw there was like multiple cards related to him in the line. It's like, this is incredible. And then I saw that the payoff was that you can play 2 vanillas when your level 5 dies. And I said,
"Bro, vanillas are strong.
Not anymore, they're not.
They got big numbers."
Do you think here's a question, do you think if they released the AB Burgermon package in BT3, do you think it would have saw a top?
Maybe.
Yeah, it sounds possible. Yep, summon guys for free is always good. Or at least was back then.
But I don't know. I hope so. Nice. So thank you, UXO, for that. And Bryce, do you want to read the last epic comment?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, this is a very profound comment from not a fan. Fucking bubbles.
What's the rest
Agreed.
of it?
What do you mean? That's it. Fucking bubbles.
Was he talking about, do you think, the mother card bubbles?
Maybe bubbles. Maybe he's talking about bubbling from an event.
Maybe he has a pet dog who was
Maybe.
fighting bubbles at the time.
Because I will be honest, I do think ADR04 bubbles
Bryce.
is quite powerful.
Adam.
I don't know.
Joel.
Okay. Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah,
Joel.
that's gonna do it for this weekend. It's not even the weekend. It's Thursday. That'll do it for this week's episode, guys. And by I say week, I mean undetermined amount of time until the next episode. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. We'll get back to you very soon. As always, you can follow us on our various social medias. I am Redscar TCG on pretty much every platform. Cobb, where are you?
I am Cobb. You can search Cobb Digimon on YouTube to look at videos I put out like 2 or 3 months ago. At some point, maybe I'll start making more videos, but who knows? Maybe next month, actually. I've got a lot of time off. Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. But thank you for listening, guys.
Yeah, Bryce, you got any socials?
Nope, please don't stalk me.
Yeah, leave him alone.
And with that, guys, thank you for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.